Yeah, it's called a gun lance in general, though, man.
I know, but like, gun lance with a cannon.
Why you keep being so mean,
He already
Trent?
has a weaver.
He's only trying his best.
He's literally just naming off the gun lance.
Putting a cannon on a gun lance is like when they strap a grenade launcher to the bottom of an M4.
Yeah, but guns
It's
don't shoot
unnecessary.
grenades.
I'm gonna give inspiration to whoever can make me a quick summary of last session.
Mushrooms. Mushrooms everywhere.
Mushrooms, badger.
Insanity circle.
Yeah.
Trap
There's mushrooms
room we
everywhere.
didn't go
We
into
left.
'cause
Oh,
we saw
we
fucking-
talked to the librarian.
Yeah.
She gave us a dirty book. We read the dirty book. We went to the cave. We found a dead guy who's alive and then died. We met a translucent fairy person because we tried to touch her and she disappeared.
Best name ever, Thunderwing.
Thunderwing, Thunder Thighs.
Oh, come to
we
redraw
found-
that art.
We found a really tall fairy circle. Hunter went inside of it, went insane. I want to go inside of it and meet Mushroom Mommy, but she won't let me.
You never
Guy
actually
turned
went
into a
it.
big. No, I never went into it because everyone pulled me away. We found a death tyrant and said nope, and then we went to sleep, and then we came. Or no, wait.
We found a
Technically,
plant
sure,
death
whatever.
tyrant.
And then we went over and found these weird lizard guys, and we're like, okay, let's stop here for today. Good enough. Fuck you.
Check off that inspiration, I guess.
Ah, Yurt has inspiration.
Begrudging inspiration from the DM.
Something. I'm just happy that he belongs to the 40% of players who actually take some form of note. Or
I mean,
recall from memory.
I remembered what happened. I didn't feel like talking about it.
I've been talking to a
See?
game master on Reddit the other day, and he was like, you know what? It's the most terrible feeling you can have as a DM outside of
Nobody showing up.
fringe cases. It's like when you spend 50 sessions sprinkling breadcrumbs of hints toward a character's background that you and the player came up with, and then after 50 sessions you finally do a big reveal of and holding the artifact you've been seeking all along is your mother. She's alive, and you're like, oh, I had a mother. I was looking for my mother, and that's the worst. And just and they're like,
Why am I even here?
why are we here
That's
just
very
to
good.
suffer? So I'm happy
Hey,
to.
man.
You know. Anyway, right. So continuing on from where we last left off, you made your way deeper into the caves of the Locaran Expanse. The stench here really invades your nostrils. You smell rot that pervades the air in the cavern. You see before you several stone tables covered in suspicious-looking red stains that stand amid several rusty cages. There's a 2-foot-deep coating of this gray fog that blankets the floor. And above you, 2 huge reptilian creatures with 12 legs apiece that crawl across the damp ceiling. Put you in the map, actually. There we go. We are here. What do?
Do the creatures look like they've noticed us?
They hear and see you, yeah, but they keep on crawling across the ceiling. Some of them encroach closer, some of them still and just staring.
You know, I'd have to say, I don't think we're getting through this without a miracle.
Do you have one of those holy men?
Let me consider. Perhaps the light will guide our way. As I accidentally close my Chrome tab. Nice. No, you shut up.
A bit of the yellow mold from last time gets in your eye, and you scratch at it. It becomes irritating. You open your eyes, you can't see.
No, don't do it to me.
You've got the blind condition for the next 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't need to see you cast a spell, bitch.
You see behind you flutters the Thunderwig, the little fairy, lands on Erin's shoulder, and she is absolutely terrified of this room, its contents, and the memories of the rain.
Didn't we try to touch her and then she did an evil laugh and disappeared?
The evil laugh did not come from her,
Doesn't
for she did not open her mouth, but somebody did try, I believe, to cure a curse upon her,
Yeah.
and upon reaching the spell charge hand upon her, her form seems to melt away as if some entity did not want you to touch her, indeed. The laugh did not come from the fairy, though.
I thought it was from her. And I was like, hey, evil fairy friend.
Evil fairy friend. Oh shit.
So do we bother with these guys?
We could try going past them. Does
They
anyone
notice
have
us.
any stealth magic?
Yeah.
I could conjure a distraction.
That's going to be our best bet. But remember, I'm wearing armor and I'm quite loud whenever I try to sneak.
They've already noticed you. They're already looking at you. They're just not engaging closer. They seem to be put here to guard the place and are keeping to their stations. The more you look at them, the more disheveled and kind of undead look they have to them. Their skin rotting away and their eyes dulled and they have a very docile way of moving about, as if programmed to just stay here. Yeah.
Thunderwing, can you tell us anything about this room?
I've been kept here, along with my friend. We were tortured here, experimented upon, in these cages, along many others. But it's so quiet now. I can't hear anyone. Are you looking for any information? Like, it seems to be some sort of experimentation torture chamber. You can see the remnants of the experiments upon the bloodstained tables and weird-looking, riotous combination of fungi on the walls that seem to have been almost splattered, as if somebody has exploded onto the wall and a fungus has grown out of it. The remains of bones on the floor and whatnot, and this ever-present fog that seems unnatural in such a cave. There's no source of water for it to be conjured from.
Well, if they're I'm not sure. Does anyone have minor illusion?
No. Do you think this
The
fog is
paladin
just
shrugs.
spores?
Ah.
A whole bunch of spores floating around?
Does that fog DM, or is that
Mushroom spores.
mushroom spores?
While mushroom spores seem to pervade the entire cave and float about, catching your light now and then, the fog itself looks like your everyday fog. A very thin sheet of it, and you can see the floor beneath is, well, mildewy and gross. It's not composed entirely of one whole fungus waiting to catch you. It's
just gonna-
It just seems to pervade out of nowhere and seems to linger unnaturally, as if
We're
conjured
gonna
by some
walk through this
magic.
fog and show up in Barovia.
Oh my god. So I'm assuming we're heading right for the end over here, correct?
That's what we want to investigate.
Okay.
Are we
We
sure
have
we don't
two
want to go
options.
back to that pool?
We could.
Take a swim.
What would you rather?
Ah.
There's
there
that
a
old saying
door
about
over
the devil you
here?
know.
Is that a mushroom?
What's that, Hunter?
Is that a mushroom?
That is indeed a mushroom and a door. Both. It seems to be a door made entirely of mushrooms, encrusted over
Oh.
with just the handle, the brass handle, long rusted or whatever, I don't know, long decayed and kind of chunks of it are falling off. The handle just still rests there, but the entire door is encrusted over with these brown and yellow lichen.
I would like to cast this on the door.
Using your thaumaturgy to do what?
To try to make it open.
Yeah,
If it's unlocked,
sure.
it should fling open.
Concentrating unnatural force, you immediately see it slam open, sending several mushrooms like onto the floor, with the ceiling splattering away,
Oh,
cracking,
God.
and earning like a very violent reaction from the undead giant lizards above as they stare at it with those hisses. The door does open, and you see beyond it it goes deeper into the cave. You're not sure where it goes from that angle, but there is more to the cave beyond the door. And where the mushrooms have landed in the fog,
Oh, is it
they seem
is
to
it dim?
immediately shrivel inwards. What?
Is it dim?
Yeah.
Okay,
This
I
is-
have an idea.
Mhm.
I would like to cast a spell again, and I would like to cause the ground to tremble underneath the serpents.
So the serpents are on the ceiling. They're crawling upside
I'd
down.
like to make the ceiling tremble. It is one of the effects. Harmless tremors.
Indeed, they begin to tremor, and as they vibrate their bodies, they still cling onto the ceiling. But you can see these like white worm, maggoty parasites start to kind of flake off of them onto the floor. And again, where they land in the fog, they immediately begin to like shrivel inwards, draw into like these dry husks, and
I see.
die.
Reach your hand in the fog.
I will channel my divine power and use steps of the night and slightly lift off the ground of where I am and wade into the fog above the ground.
Are you wading into the fog or above it?
I'm in the air.
The fog is about.
It's a low fog.
Yeah, fog is about 2 feet.
Oh, okay,
Clinging
I'll-
to the floor itself.
I'll go like 4 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I'll head towards this door.
What does everybody else do as Hunter is levitating off and using
Oh,
nice veil to levitate off toward that direction?
I could fly. Woo. Oh no, there's more mushrooms.
I'm gonna just position myself over here by this edge in case they start rushing.
I'm going to put my mushroom guy into the fog.
All right, yeeting your spratling into the fog as Aaron takes his shield and begins to kind of kneel down to a defensive position. You see, as can you roll for him? Can you actually control his sheet? Or wait, no,
Probably. Yeah.
you
Yeah, I
double
do.
click on him, and he. I wanna
What about it? What do you want him?
My con is sprout. Let me change that so I can open his sheet when I double click on him. That works. Could you roll me a Constitution save for him? So there's Constitution on the monster sheet. With
Oh, oops.
Okay. You begin to see the sprouting slow, as if the very animation of life that animates to life begins to seep away into this fog. It suffers a level of exhaustion as it continues to wander through. You now have disadvantage on its ability checks. As it begins to
goes.
tire. Yeah.
Little first.
Okay.
Oh, that was the last thing I was expecting from.
Did
stepping
someone
down
tell me
there.
this while
Really?
I'm above the fog?
You are
My
observed.
mushroom's getting slow.
Okay.
Still-
Don't touch the fog.
Well, on that note, friends, there's more mushrooms this way and some kind of a ball of light far in the end of the tunnel. I can't tell what it is, though.
DM, this area here, I don't know if it's the fog effect or what have you, but
Yeah,
does
this
the
area
fog
doesn't
seem
look
to
foggy.
dissipate here, or is it?
It's in the it's just the effect. It's in the whole room up
Yeah,
until the door. It seems to not want to pervade into that space. It seems to, as soon as it reaches into it, it turns back around or it crawls up in the ceiling as if hitting some invisible wall, and then like
Perhaps I can carry you to the door.
as the mushroom sprouting continues on to the center of the room, it begins to slow even more and more, and you begin to like hear it kind of wheeze like
Ugh.
before.
How far can it go before it dies?
I mean, your speed is halved with level 2 exhaustion. You keep going before, like, until
Yeah,
it
you
drops to the ground. Disadvantage on attacks and saving throws. Its hit points become like 3 as it continues onto like the far end of the room. You make it all the way to like those cages, and you are you looking through it, or are you just like?
Yeah, I'm looking through it.
Okay, so I'll describe what you see before. Essentially, it can no longer move once it reaches exactly where you're at, because its speed just becomes 0 at that's level 5 exhaustion. With a fading kind of vision, rule perception is what? Wisdom.
It's perception.
Yeah,
Perception's wisdom.
It's perception twice. Take the lowest, and I'll tell you how much you see before essentially just
3.
slumps. With percentage 3, you walk by one cage and you see the rotting corpse of what looks like a large feline with black fur and like these like octopus-like tentacles reaching from out of its shoulders, and then like because it's dead, they're just like slumped to its side. It's like far too many limbs, far too many tentacles, but it's already dead. You walk by another cage and you see like the yellow skeleton of like some other creature. You're not sure. You're not sure what it is, but it's like draconic in some nature with the 2 heads. Small, its body is like curled up in like a natural position, and its wings are outstretched oddly as if they were suffering from like unknown agony before they just shriveled up and died. You see more skeleton remains of the sprites dressed in like still brightly colored and tattered clothing. Their translucent wings are shriveled and crumbled, and they're just on the floor, already dead. And lastly, before you pass out, essentially the rotting and mutilated remains of several goblins and several wood elves, perhaps native to the region or brought here, but there's nothing but like husks of them as they're like slumped against the cage. Some of the goblins have like their hands reaching out of the cage like so and slumped over, and then essentially your sproutling, unless you're gonna save it anytime soon, it's not moving and it's shriveling up and it's dying to the same effect.
Bleh, it dies.
Yeah, you just okay. It just shrivels up and it dies on its
Also,
spot.
I said everything that I saw through it.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron salutes the mushroom as it sacrifices itself.
Well, I don't know about you, but
All the while, the 2 bears up that were just observing it, they already knew exactly what was going to happen. They're like just watching it die. One of them, the furthest one, starts to crawl down the ceiling and gets to the degree of the wall where it becomes a wall and begins to crawl down toward the sproutling.
It just puffs into disappearance because it's a fake creature thing.
Oh, as soon as it does that, it just hisses anger like losing its prey and turns
I'd say
around.
it's familiar, dude. It just disappears.
Did not expect that. It looks confused for a second and then like just hisses in anger. Remains where it is, but on the ceiling. Yeah.
So our lizard friends are just an insurance policy, it seems.
It appears to be the case.
Yeah. Make sure they're dead.
Would you be interested in being carried to a door?
Go ahead and carry your. I think I can make it with a jump.
I hop on his back.
Hop to the door.
As you hop on his back, he like dives like a foot down before recovering, and he almost touches the fog.
Your toes suffer exhaustion.
Like the fog itself seems like reach to tickle the toe, but then like unable to reach.
I never specified if I had feet. Maybe I have nubs.
Oh, fair enough.
I have a torso.
I'm a torso.
I'm a mananganan.
DM, clarification question. With the long jump action, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score. So would that be 4 feet that I can jump, or is it 5 times 4? It's my strength
It's your
score.
strength
Your
score,
so
15.
15, yes. No,
Oh,
the
15.
other number is color
Well, whatever
modifier.
your...
Or 19
I don't know what
for
your
me.
actual number
okay,
is.
so I can do 20.
You can
Alright.
round it up, we'll say 20 feet. You can long jump, but that's like with a running start, which you have because you have the ledge.
2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm gonna try and aim for here at this angle if you'll allow me.
Sure. Do you have to roll for a long jump, like acrobatics or anything like, or does it
I
just
don't
say
think so.
you
I
can?
think that's the
I think that's up to you.
discretion.
I don't. There's not an obstacle in your way, so I want to make you roll because I don't think you could fail unless it says you have to roll. As
Alright.
you do so, you see the fairy grab onto your shoulder and begin to like flutter up as if trying to lift you with the ring, just to assist you a little bit as you take your jump from the ledge to there. I think that's enough the distance. I'm pretty sure. Where's my measurement tool? Whee!
So maybe 1. Let's say it. Oh, 1, 2.
Yeah,
Watch
that's
out!
good. You make it.
Yeah, that's good. As
get
you
back
make
here.
it through, I'm just gonna ask you one thing. You're not like Hunter, where like you're immune to disease and stuff, right?
I am because I'm a paladin.
Oh,
That's what I thought. I was like, one way or another, like you guys are so high level that I don't think I was bothering with all that shit last time. So,
So it's basically what people assume is so you can, if your strength score is 15, you can do a long jump of 15 with no rolling. But if it's above 15 feet, then you just do an acrobatic check.
I don't think you can jump more than 15
I feel like
feet
that'd be, but I mean,
without a spell.
try.
You can try.
You know
And
what I mean?
especially if you have like, I would say if you have like verticality and you can like keep going with momentum, like with
Yeah,
gravity
then
carrying
maybe
you,
do a roll.
absolutely. But like on a ground level, I mean, you watch the Olympics now, like you watch long jumps, and like that's
True.
in 15 feet is insane. Like
Yeah.
what he just
It's
did 20
pretty
feet,
far.
that was like with armor and shit. Like that's pretty impressive as you like Dark Soul
Yeah.
rolls the
Yeah.
landing.
Aaron's a beefy boy. I'm gonna do that Dark Soul roll, but I'm gonna accidentally roll over Yurt.
Yeah.
Thank God it was squishy.
Mushroom falls
You
off.
feel like
You-
a mushroom feeling on me.
No, I can't go through the door.
You feel something crunch beneath you.
What?
What was that?
You look
carrot.
beneath you, and it's like beneath your shield is the remains of, thankfully not Gert, but like a yellowish mushroom. As it's lays there across, you see like spores lift up. And try and pervade your skin stuff, but whatever divine magic you have to just kind of repels it.
I look at Yurt. That wasn't a friend of yours, was it?
I don't think so.
It was one of the wrong mushrooms.
It's one of the
Yeah.
wrong mushrooms.
I'll
Well, they're
give
not right.
I'll give Thunderwing a little fist bump. Couldn't have done that without you.
Yeah. She's still like shivering a little bit, but she seems a little bit more confident in her abilities and stuff. As you guys trick me and go to the next section of the dungeon. Let's see here.
It's like, oh yeah, the floor gives you levels. Yep, nope, not fuck that.
Just remember, DM, this is just a lesson in scaling.
Like, screw the things on the ceiling. Screw the things on the floor.
The hallway here is like 15 feet wide, and it keeps on winding up. Those of you with enhanced dark vision can see the end of it about 100 feet away. And it's, like Hunter described before, these like glittering, dancing lights at the end, just floating.
What in character I'd probably call, what are those things? Those things in Skyrim, the little balls of light. I forget. That's what I was gonna call them. But
Will wisps.
it's a wisp. That's what it is. It looks like a wisp.
Now that we're talking about light real quick, I just want to make sure that we're being fair. Simon, did you cast dark vision on me at the beginning of the end of last session?
No, it was at the beginning, and I only have one use.
Okay, so I'm
It
probably gonna
lasts
lose.
for
You go ahead.
1 hour.
Yeah, I was
That's
gonna
for
say,
an hour.
I've either
I
lost
just-
it or haven't gotten it.
I think you still have it because an hour did not really pass. You guys
Okay.
explore a lot, but combat is pretty swift, and as an adventure group, I think you guys maneuvered to this point pretty quickly. I don't
Sure.
think you guys ever short rested, correct?
No,
That's why I still have it.
that's
Okay. All right. So
healing spells are for.
Mm-hmm. And then, as you proceed through, that scent of decomposing vegetation is overpowering here. You can see along the walls creatures of all shapes and sizes are partially entombed in fungal growths resembling horrifying botanical a garden that seems to pervade on both sides of this long hallway. They're all like kind of mummified in different positions. You see ancient mushrooms as large as trees that loom overhead, and puddles of sticking goo that kind of dot the floor here and there. And the further you go, the larger these mushrooms become. This is like heaven right now, because
That's
it's
great.
a botanical heaven, essentially. In a way, while grim, it's beautiful. It's very well crafted, as if the hand of God itself had some
Ah, yes, the hand of God.
something to do with it.
I can assure to you, you're my deity. Had no hand in this.
I wave you away because I don't give a shit. And I knock on a mushroom
Aaron, I
tree.
think we should have thrown him into the mushroom circle.
Might have been happier there.
I
As
think
you
so.
maneuver
Maybe.
away from the door to the south, you can see that with its shadow remains kind of crumble away, and a new door grows. Very fast, very quickly. Faster than bamboo grows, and blooms, and just kind of
It
seals
glows
the-
out and it grows out of nowhere.
It grows
Like,
out
just
of the
grows
ground,
there.
like out of different spores in the wall and ground, and just kind of spreads into a door.
Question.
Yes.
Would I know if constructs have that capacity, or is it more magical?
Some constructs have a regrowth kind of property to them, but if you're asking if the door was like a creature, it seemed pretty mundane and innate. It's just the whole cave is alive and reacting to your presence. And to your eyes, it just seems like a plant growth.
Nothing surprising for this place.
Yeah, it's alive. It's repairing
No.
itself. It's constantly shifting, constantly feeding.
So I was getting that sense of necrotic or desecration energy when I first walked in here. Am I still getting it from this section of the cave?
It is getting intense.
Oh, boy.
At the entrance, it was meandering sensations. Deep in the cave, it was like, no, this place is wrong. It's desecrated. Experimentation chamber, you got like undead presences from both those lizards, like clear auras. The further proceed into this cave, you're getting to the heart of it all.
Yeah, I relay this back to the guys. I think we're close to our quarry.
You know, Aaron, this reminds me of a time I trekked deep under a cathedral in the heart of a city. It went down for miles.
Did that happen to be a library?
No, it happened to be the home of many horrors. The 30 city guard that came with me, 2 came out, and I was missing a hand.
I look at his hands.
I look at his hands.
And now I have it back. Magic is a wonderful thing.
But I got
friend.
better.
And I died.
Well, you see, I studied real hard and I learned the spell.
Is that
Regenerate.
before or after you could walk on walls?
A little after, I think. The walking on walls would have been really handy. Actually, now that I think about it, I could always walk on walls.
Let's try and keep you out of the underground after this, my friend.
And a homie.
As you
Reminds
proceed,
me of Mom.
I'm knocking on every mushroom.
Is this one hollow? Hello?
you know, okay, they feel a lot softer than you expect. Some of them kind of give away as you give knock and you go inside, but you don't care. It's like, come on, yeah, this is great.
I don't
Some
care.
of them
Mushroom.
powder down with these spores as you knock on them. Some of them like shrivel inward as if like conscious and alive and don't like this. Some of them are drawn in and do like little tendrils that reach out to your hand and kind of like caress you. Like, yes, knock more. You're like,
No tentacles.
Oh my god.
Mushrooms.
My girlfriend would love this. She loves mushrooms.
and all the while, Hunter's guy there, you're looking at the walls, and everywhere you look is Zoctmoy's face, kind of peering out and back in,
Oh, right,
like,
I'm still,
shifting
like-
to reality.
Oh, right. I'm insane.
How long
Disconnected
is
with the reality,
temporary?
but you just see Her Majesty everywhere, the fungal
Oh,
palace.
Her Majesty, more like her fucking horror.
Your Majesty, dude.
The floor like turns to tendrils before like shifting back to solid matter. It's just
There's a
fun.
reason I'm not touching the floor, friends.
Yeah.
So me and Yurt are having some kind of like dark fantasy magical adventure while Simon's caught in like a fucking Eldritch
Did you ever
Horror
watch
movie.
like Meet the Pyro, the trailer? It's like that. Everybody's like, "Oh god, the horror! Oh, they're dead." Meanwhile, it's fucking. This is nice.
Wow, mushrooms, dead bodies, calcified into roots. Nice. That's not bad. Meanwhile, I'm
So Tom,
you-
something about these mushrooms. Do they resemble the
Oh, I see.
either the spores on the book or the
Someone came into his house, into his room. Give him a second.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
the spores? Do they resemble the ones on the book, or I can't remember? Did the infected people outside? Do they actually show any kind of like
Absolutely, a growth and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
growth? Okay, that's
while the spores in the book were harmless, just they really like the source of where this book came from. The mages of Candlekeep cleanse it from any harmful effects, but the spores made the book. They were a part of it. And you do see some of those very lichen here, prominent on the walls and stuff. Yeah, and the people as well, they would like have like fungal growth out of them, like their body matter being replaced by mushroom growth and eventually turning into ooze before they die. Yeah.
got it.
As you guys begin to reach the end of this cavern, you see the tunnel itself leads to a dead-end cave supported by like a single natural large pillar of rock that reaches all the way to the ceiling. The chamber contains a riot of fungi and tree-sized mushrooms, as well as more puddles of ooze everywhere. This black ichor, it seems to goop and move on its own at times. Under one of the giant mushrooms, you see a robed figure who works furiously on a vivisected deer that just is splayed across a moss-covered table. 10 feet from this figure, a young boy seems to bounce excitedly in like an iron cage, swinging to get a better look of what this rope figure is working on. He is doesn't seem afraid, but seems rather curious, and he looks clean and seems well fed. And keeps addressing this rope figure as you go approach. You can hear him speak with excitement, calling her Xanthoria and asking her to show him what she's doing in an attempt to like alleviate his boredom, more or less. So the rope figure is here,
That's the book person.
and the cage is here. And what she looks like, I'll show you because she is fucking dope.
That's the name from the book that we read.
Mm-hmm. Now I forgot. Couldn't find my notes from last session. Was Xanthoria actually her name, or was that one of the names of the layers of the abyssal plane?
It's her name.
That's her name. Okay.
The layer itself is, I don't remember. It's 222. I don't remember exactly what it is.
I'm sorry, I didn't write the name of the layer down either.
Neither
It's
did
the
you.
Whatever's with
one.
what's his face. The god of oozes as well.
Okay.
Yep.
That's
Dope as fuck.
Oh,
Yurt is excited.
Yes.
biscuits. Oh, I need to go get a drink. I will have my headset on. Please continue your whatever you're doing.
Simon, we need to watch Yurt, or else we're gonna be fighting him too.
Oh, I think
No.
we can handle Yurt.
Hey, yo, that's dope as shit.
I told
That's
you,
pretty awesome.
I knew you were gonna love it. I looked at it, I was like, I'm gonna run this because Trent is gonna be like, yeah.
I love it. I love fucked up shit.
Yeah. She is still vivisecting this deer, her back towards you all. Seems to pay no heed to you until you finally cross the threshold into the cave. Do a swift flight, kind of concentrate around her in a pattern for a moment before spreading out once more. And as she senses you, she shoots you out this crooked smile. As she does so, the boy's form becomes silent and abruptly stiffens, and his body begins to wither into like a dry husk. She's
Oh.
seems to like steal away his essence, and that manifests into a force around her. She
You
continues.
just absorbed that boy as a bubble shield?
Seems like it. Just the essence swirls around, gets absorbed, and becomes invisible to the naked eye. And leaving behind just this boy carcass, just in the cave.
Jesus. Is he alive?
Doesn't look like it. He was very animated a second ago, but no more.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna step in on that because there's no pretense anymore.
The half-elf druid turns to you all. You see, like, those of you of religious insight see a small symbol of Sylvanas that hangs around her neck and dangles across her bare ribcage. And there's a certain amusement to her air as she welcomes you into my domain.
Hi.
Hello,
But
little
what's she
one.
doing with that deer?
I am trying to bridge the gap between life and death. I have come so far in my research. Just a few more steps, and my task will be complete.
You know, you can just like plan or shift and go to hell or other places.
You could
Is
have
that not bridging death?
become a vampire.
You have,
I mean, you're also already a lich.
I have
Are you a
come
lich?
this far. Indeed, I am. I have transformed myself into this unholy body, but it is so good.
Can you even drink liquids?
Do you even need to drink liquids?
Do you even feel anything?
You are all so curious, as I have been so long ago.
Aaron's just sitting there like, what the fuck are these idiots doing?
She
Who is
reaches
that
out
boy?
a skeletal hand.
Oh, there you go. Who's that boy? That's a good question.
One of many who were and who will be, who will feed my experiments, my magnum opus. She caresses the table, and you can now see the table itself is part of a cave. It has been fused, and as she caresses it, the whole cave seems to shudder and animate as if reacting to her touch. Soon the whole
Xanthoria.
world will be this beautiful. Yeah.
Your magic is infecting people all across the land. It's killing them. Is that your intention?
What is death but a part of the cycle?
Oh,
They rise
wow.
again to become something greater. For life, it is such a fleeting thing, a flicker
Tell me about it.
in the darkness. You,
Alright.
oh, in your ways would understand. You have come this far, seeking me. Perhaps your destiny is intertwined with me as well. Join me in my grand projects. Become something greater than yourselves. A part of a new, beautiful world. Again, crooked
I'm just going to draw my sword in advance.
Or join the others. I have plenty more cages.
Hey, hang on, Aaron, just for a sec. You know, you seem pretty smart.
Thanks.
How do
Being a-
brains work with liches?
But I think it's, like,
The
crystallized.
last lich we
spirit.
encountered had memory problems. Would you love it if you entered this championship was just like, who are you? Like ah!
I mean,
Sorry.
it was great. It was good.
Go.
Go on, speak. I've been listening to you speak.
Come on, Hunter, articulate.
Aware of your presence since we first entered my ruins. Finally, we get to speak face to face. What is it you have to say to the Queen of the New World?
Well, basically, I'm wondering where your phylactery is. It would save us a lot of time once we're done. If you could just tell us where it's at.
I like you. You're funny.
Well, I mean, you know,
I'll
when you
keep
live
you
for
around
a
as a
couple hundred
gesture.
years, you kind of have to develop a sense of humor, or you lose it. My dad definitely lost it. He kind of died in his 30s, so that's not the point. You know what the point is? Sunbursts!
Roll finished. Roll for sunburst.
All right. Thanks to my shield, I roll with advantage.
Yes.
No! Simon, you son of a bitch!
11.
6.
10?
I'm rolling saves. What's your DC for sunburst? It says it right there, right? 17?
17.
17.
Fails. Okay, as you do so, I'm just looking here real quick. Sunburst is radiant damage, correct?
Yes, if it's undead or oozes, they have disadvantage on the saving throw. A creature is also blinded by this spell and must make another Constitution saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
And the
On
range is like
successful save, it's no
150
longer
feet.
blind.
Just a flash of sun-like light bursts upwards. The wisps of light flutter outwards, shaking, and like wisps of smoke just dissipate as they all like die off, essentially.
Oh, thank God. You know, Aaron, boss fights are so hard when they have little minions everywhere.
As your sun radiates outwards, it hits the pillar of stone, but unable to penetrate its self form. It casts a large shadow behind it with a flash. God,
Actually, it's a 60-foot radius centered on a point of my choosing.
it still hits the whole cave. This is
Cool.
pretty small, confined space. With that, I'm pretty sure, right? Yep. With that, you see the giant tree-sized mushrooms shudder as well, as some of them shrivel and die off right away. Some of them get injured and shrivel inwards, and some of them begin to rise out of the ground. And Xanthoria just kind of puts a hand up very casually, and some of the light sears away her flesh, but mostly she remains unharmed by it. I'm gonna make her rule as well, as everybody rules initiative, and I open it. There it is. Okay.
Oh, right. Yeah, is she blind?
I'm rolling the save to see if she is. Character sheet.
Oh no! If she took the damage, she's blinded.
I'm rolling to see if
She took not the damage.
No.
It meets it beats.
She takes half, right? Or she doesn't take it all. That's what I'm saying. She took damage.
On a fail save, it takes 12d6.
Which you ruled.
And is blind. Oh, so on a pass save, it takes half.
Yeah. So
And is not blind.
half of the 41.
Yeah.
Sweet. Just reading something real quick. Conditions. Okay. Math. She does take some damage. She does cinch away some of her skin. As she puts away her arm, she kind of looks at it and begins to like regrow spores that seem to like shape the film of mycelium that makes her skin. And I mean, she rolls for initiative as well. Is she on there? She is.
I highly doubt the phylactery is in this room. It's probably in the room we didn't go in.
I love how you're so
Maybe.
natural every time you
Basement.
talk.
Either that or it's behind the lizards.
Maybe.
I'm thinking maybe the one with the death tyrant.
Ugh.
Oh God.
Why not have another lich guard your phylactery?
Imagine like a
Is that
hierarchy,
lich,
a
yes?
hierarchy of liches.
Oh, I hate it.
Lich
Every
World.
every subsequent lich above is the phylactery of the lich below it.
All right. And sorry, just bear with me here. I just like.
Ew, what the fuck is that?
I'll tell you what.
It's like a tree.
There's a lot of things
That's
I
not
have
fair.
to micromanage.
Is that a pig, man?
Why? I don't like that.
I like that.
Oh, is this like a fucking layer action? Oh no.
No, it's just the people who were in the room, illuminated by your sunlight in a brief flash. So as it does so, you see one of the giant tree-sized mushrooms tear itself out of the ground. In fact, what looked like a central trunk tree and two small trees are in fact each its hand, as this 15-foot wide creature lifts up and with a groaning turns
Take
itself
the damage
towards
from
you.
the sunburst.
It does. I'm gonna make
Did
it
it
roll
save?
because I had to spawn first. I'm gonna go ahead and make
Oh, I
it
see.
roll the Constitution save.
I hope it fails. No!
It takes 20 of that radiant damage, no problem, but it is not blinded. You're not even sure if it has eyes. Math. Okay.
Pig man, pig man.
Pig man. Does it reach? Yeah, it does reach because you're standing right there and it doesn't have a pillar in front of it. The pigman looks like this if you're curious for a higher
Yes.
resolution thing.
Lovely.
Yes.
Pig man.
Hey, well, Constitution of us sucks.
Jesus. Alright. I guess I should
That's
be
a name.
level 18.
That is the name.
Neffelsheen?
Yes.
Feshni.
No, Schneshny.
Alright. Disappointed because Xanthoria looks at her arm heal up and she just turns to Otto. Shame. I could have used your curiosity, but I can use you in other ways. I'm gonna go ahead and open a Lich's character. I never had an attack with Lich. This is exciting.
I think I'm gonna say I'm really grateful he never had to attack with a lich. So
I'm
far.
very concerned
Yes.
about that statement.
We have talked to many liches. One. We almost pissed him off enough to fight us before. But
Where the
Oh, yeah, you
wisps,
almost did. Yeah.
where the wisps of light have burst away, their essence still lingers in the room and seems to coalesce, spreading towards you and then branching and forking off into motes of tiny light. 10 of them, 10 dotting like stars around you, as begin to kind of inflate and glow more. One by one, they begin to burst out into like fireballs around you. Can I make all three of you roll me a dexterity save, please?
Dex save.
So I'm gonna roll a deck save, then I gotta throw my shield
Ouch.
master feat in there.
Just give me your final number as these firework-like bursts of flaming spores explode like in front of you, at you, and behind you in like a pattern.
Alright, right, so I add 2 to that, so that's 9. And if you are subjected to any effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw, don't take only half damage. You can use your reaction to take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw, which I'm imagining I did, so just not.
Alright, so I rolled the damage there. It's a 37 fire damage as the flames spread into the hole behind you. You can see where it touches the plant life. It seems to actively avoid it or unharm it at all. But it does coalesce around you, the searing heat, searing flesh. 37 full or half will be 15 plus 2, 17.
Oh.
16, round down.
I got hurt.
How are you doing, Yurt?
I got burned.
I have a question.
Yurt is
DM.
very flammable.
Yes.
Can you vampiric bite anything?
I mean, link it in chat and we'll see, right?
Does it say it has
It's
to be
a
living?
feature in your feature list.
Oh God.
Pretty sure. Very right. You find bite is a natural weapon, which counts as simple.
Constructor undead.
Yeah. There it is.
Oopie. Is that pig thing undead?
On your turn, I'll let you like roll like an insight or like a nature or a history, depending what you pick and how you want to do this. Unfortunately, it is still Xanthoria's turn.
Oh no. Behold, I have 7 actions. I break the economy that you so balancedly tried to maintain.
Well, that's the whole point of
Just
legendary.
bear with me,
creatures.
guys, as I've prepared for this, and I'm still reading her sheet. It's a big one, so I'm like,
That makes me feel good.
That makes me feel like we fucked up.
Okay.
Just kidding.
And finally, okay. So you see like plant life kind of materialize around her feet, engulf her dress, and become one with it. As it does so, you can see more of that fungal and viney growth upon her skull, and she becomes one with the cave, and then into it, and rematerializes about here, out of the ground, and the growth peels away from her and withers away or sinks to the ground. As she does so, she seems to raise her hand and command an entity in the corner, this half pig, half I don't even fucking know. Just an abomination of the abyss. Donjak, take care of our new guests, will you?
If it's from the abyss, it's not undead.
Yeah, but it's poison.
But I'm a vampire, so what's poison?
It's still poison.
All right. Meanwhile, the large tree-like entity beside you unroots up from its false appearance, and with a siege-like trample, charges the shield-bearing knight at the front, closest to his mistress. As it does so, it slams its fist into you. Does a 21 or 13 hit?
21 hits, 13 does not.
Okay, so one fist just seems to slam into the wall behind you. The other one bludgeons you for 23. Yeah.
Don't worry, friends.
Then slams its 2 angry fists on the ground and gives off a roar. You see a crevice kind of open up in its trunk as some sort of a mouth, a cavity.
Oh, crevice mouth.
Aaron.
Why can't I select my token anymore?
Cannot?
Cannot.
Oh,
Are
you're
you
on your
using the
measurement
drag?
tool still.
Yeah.
You have to put it back to the arrow.
Oh, yeah, you're right, you're right. Mer, mer. There we go. So that was 23s.
Well,
Okay. So, I was wondering if this is where we get serious mode. This is where we get serious mode. So,
That's fine.
Aaron is going to start by drinking his potion of speed, giving him the haste action, or haste effect.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to delete that.
you don't need to breathe.
Alright.
Does it say it stops? Hunter post sunburst, like the
I don't mean to
Right.
interrupt your turn. I just need to know this for like one of the features.
No, you're good.
Yeah, like I don't know if sunburst goes around corners like fireball or.
It's centered on in a 60-foot radius, enter up one of your choice within range. So if
So
it's behind
cover
something,
cover blocks
no.
it. Yeah, cover.
Cover does block it.
Yeah, the pillar acts as total cover for the creature behind it. They can kind of see it, like the outline of it. One of the wisps survive the sunburst. That's all I need to know. Sorry, Aaron, go ahead with your turn.
Alrighty.
Well, actually, you never asked where I centered it, but I'll let you keep one wisp.
One wisp would have survived because there are one in each corner of the room, so the pillar kind of geometrically would have blocked.
Untrue, sir. If I would have put it right
Let
here.
me have this.
No, you don't get to say "let me have this." I just got reduced by 50% of my HP in one.
Yeah, if I put it right here, yeah. Sorry, your wisp is dead.
All right, let's see here. So I've got haste now, so I've got an additional action plus my bonus action. Let's see, what do I want to do first? Yeah, this is not necessarily my original Super Saiyan strategy, but we're going to try this. So I'm going to attack.
Super Saiyan strategy. Oh no.
Yeah, that's what I called it.
Enemy. Bitch.
So we're going to go ahead and attack with one-handed longsword on the anti-ent. That's 27 to hit.
It hits.
All right. So
How much armor
that
does this thing?
is-
Just this fungi as bark that seems to also hits.
Oh my
the second
god.
slash.
it's
Nope, that's not
disgusting.
damage. Is that damage?
No,
That's
hit.
your hit.
No, that's not
This-
damage. Sorry, that second one was me trying to roll damage. That was not what I was trying to
I had a
hit. So,
great axe do that much damage.
8 slashing damage.
Yep. As you slashed across, indeed, the bark seems to cleave away for that 8 damage for its full effect. It lets out a very tree-like deep groan, slamming its fists angrily and begins to drag it across the floor towards you in a sweeping motion. But that's that. Do you wish to do anything else on your turn?
Yes, I do. I'm going to use bonus action shove to try and knock it prone.
It is a huge plant, meaning that do you roll that with a disadvantage or
I believe I have to do an athletics check against it. Let me just
3 times your
quick
height?
look. Shove. Actually, hold on. I think it's only one time. The target of your shove must be no more than one size larger. Never mind.
It is a huge creature. I figured because it's like 3 times your height and it's a giant sentinel tree. Unfortunately, it roots itself to the ground. You can still have your bonus action though.
Sounds good. So I'm going to just keep attacking then. So let me just roll the other 2 attacks.
You can use a 26 because you already roll it.
Okay, if you don't mind with that.
You already rolled
that's
it.
going to be 7 damage.
Mm-hmm. The second slash hits. More groans.
And
And 23 hits.
Okay, and that's going to be 12.
It's gonna be math. Okay.
Okay, and then bonus action. I'm gonna go ahead. So- Quick question: when I use a potion of speed, that gives me the haste, like the haste effect. Does that count of me like casting the spell, or like if it's a concentration spell, do I have to maintain that concentration?
Potion of speed should be all of the effects, none of the defects, because it's a potion, correct?
Let me read. When you drink this potion, you gain the effects of haste spell for 1 minute. No concentration required. The potion, yeah.
Nice.
So
Okay,
it's
so
hasted for 1 minute, yeah.
all right, then I'm gonna go ahead and cast Shield of Faith on. All right, so now I've got
I'm gonna look
an
up
additional
haste
2
real quick
AC.
because I need to. It's always that one spell that for the entire of Curse's Shroud was so baffling to
You
me.
hate haste.
I don't hate it. It's just
It was
very
strong.
complex. It's very strong.
It's so strong.
Speed is doubled. You gain +2 to your armor class. Has advantage
Oh,
on
I
saving
get that too.
throws. Gets an additional action in its turn, which can be an attack, but only one. Dash, disengage, hide, or use an object. And
Okay, so now I
lethargy
have-
after a minute. So I'm gonna actually put a counter on the initiative turn on you for
All right.
haste. Okay.
Got it.
Haste.
So that means I now have a 23 AC, by the way, with Shield of Faith and haste.
Same. Alright, so let me do this 10, and then haste, and then that's turn, and it will turn to 10. Right. Awesome. So 9 turns to go. Okay. Alright.
Okay.
That's your turn?
Yep, that's it.
Alright. Simon.
Hi, Aaron, you'll have to hold a little longer, but I can provide you some assistance. I cast Channel Divinity, Twilight Sanctuary.
presents your holy symbol, and a sphere of twilight emanates away from you, engulfing your allies. The sphere, the center with you, moves with you, lasts for a minute or until you are incapacitated. No concentration, I assume. Ending your turn in a sphere. It grants you 1d6
That's
plus
19 temporary HP, friends.
for those who
Oh.
end their turn in it. Whenever a creature, including you, ends its turn in the sphere,
I know, I'm just rolling it. That's what it will be for Yurt, and then Aaron
End of
when
every
he
turn.
ends his turn.
I'll type it in.
Got it.
Temp HP.
And for me,
From Twilight.
as a bonus action, I'm going to drink this healing potion.
Sure, I'll allow it.
How high is the ceiling?
It is 20 feet, about 4 times your height. 8 times your height. 20
That's
feet.
perfect.
Yeah.
How do I roll 8d4? Is it /R?
Like that?
Yeah.
/R
Okay.
84. Also, I ruled all 1s and 2s. Gross.
That's better.
Plus-
+3.
Plus 4.
8 plus 8.
Plus 8. Yeah, superior. Yes.
What is that? 28.
Pretty sure it's all your health. Because healing potion is not healed
But-
for HP.
30.
We gain 19 HP or temp HP.
Yes, when you end your turn.
Oh, okay.
Yep. All right, drinking the potion and hovering 10 feet off the ground, and all that. Anything else on your turn?
No, but I get closer to. I go over here, and flank.
Sure thing. All right, Yurt. It is your.
Is that still 30 feet for Aaron?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll put a little because you can do it too, but I can do it now. There's your.
Oh,
range.
yes, thank
There's
you.
your
And,
range on that.
End turn.
Okay. Yurt.
One
Join
second,
me,
let me
though, and
just
come,
see how
come
it
here,
says.
come to mama.
Come to mama. All right. So I'm gonna upcast this because I don't have anything else that can be upcasted to something 8.
I ain't reading that. Can you just tell me what you do?
I make pillars that go 30 feet into the sky. But
So into the ceiling. Yeah.
so they go into the ceiling, and I
Sky?
can put it underneath the creatures, and they got to do dex saves.
Do they stay? Do the pillars stay there?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, if only they were blinded, this would have been perfect.
How big are the pillars?
They are total of 5 feet and 5 feet wide and 30 feet up.
5 by 5,
And I make,
essentially.
Yeah.
So
and I'm doing it at 8th because I don't have any spells that can go that high,
pillars.
and I want to get rid of that fucking spell slot.
Okay, so a pillar of stone just rockets upwards beneath which creature?
I make a total of. I make 10 pillars because I'm upcasting to 8.
Oh my god.
Where do you want it? Ping away.
So, one under her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm trying to get 5 feet.
Just
Um,
just don't draw on a map because I have to delete that afterwards.
Out of curiosity,
fine.
would you consider making a wall on one side of the room?
Shh. I'm doing that.
Okay.
One here.
So one under her, one under, or 2 under, or 4 under that guy technically.
like in his space, essentially.
Yeah, in his space.
Okay, I will be like 4 pillars that form like a 1. Okay, aight. Dope.
And then how many? I have 3 left.
You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I
and
got
one
10
more.
in total.
Yes.
And then do it across from us, like there. Yeah.
Like a wall?
Yeah.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Okay, now what I'm gonna
And
do.
then-
Okay, so just give me one moment because what I'm gonna do now is because
Yeah.
it's solid stone, it also affects your vision and it's also cover, correct? So
Yep.
this is gonna be fun. Hold on. Oh god.
They have
I'm
30.
confused. You're gonna just see Aaron looking at the tree, like getting ready, and then just like staring dumbfounded at the rocks. Just
I'm gonna go to the floor.
I don't want to deal with over there. We're going to get rid of this tree, and then we're going to deal with what's
this
over
works, right? This is blocking. Yeah, it blocks your vision. Hey. All right, cool.
Hey, now the
then-
Lich can't use vision spells on us for a
So
minute.
what happens when it spawns under a creature now, Trent?
there. They roll a dex save. So they have to beat an 18.
Nope. And what happens when they
Okay.
fail?
They get pinned to the ceiling underneath the rock and take 66.
And they're
uh,
restrained.
Yeah, they're restrained.
66 what, bludgeoning?
Yeah, bludgeoning. And they are restrained. They can use a strength or dex check against the DC on their turn.
On their turn.
Yeah, on a success, they're no longer restrained.
I added HP.
And then they fall 20 feet.
When the pillar...
No, when they get out of it,
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
because they're 20 feet in the sky now.
Okay, rolling dex save for the big guy as he too gets pinned beneath 4 of his pillars. God, you hear like the crunch of bone and fungi, and then of the lich as you squeeze the fucking breath out of her. Fuck, 66
I
damage.
I still have one pillar left.
Dexterity.
thinks
It's
we
the
could
one
have
save I don't have. I have saves for all of them. Dexterity. These guys are big. 10. No. How much damage you said? 66
66 for each pillar.
per pillar.
So if you want to do the dex save per pillar, sure.
Let me read that.
Oh, I guess maybe one catches you, one like.
Sure, one catches and then the others punch him in the face.
And you can target. Each player has when reduced to 0 HP. Yeah. Each are down to a portion of the area requires at least 1 minute to clear by hand. If player is created under if a pillar is created under a creature, that creature must succeed on a creature can choose to fail. It's not for each pillar.
Alright, then what happens to the 4 pillars that go with them?
They are there. They block vision. They
Sure.
each have their own HP and AC. They each pin him until you unpin him. He will have to struggle against all of them. But
Sure.
for
Alright.
damage sake, I'm gonna say like, let's not do a 250 ass damage spell in one move, shall we?
I think the
Dude.
Lich could do a 250 ass damage spell.
I can't.
I did use my
But
8th
they're
level.
both pinned. Before you form the final war, like Ymir ass.
You are gonna hate me when I cast Firestorm.
I have Firestorm as well.
Firestorm only has 1 instance of damage. It's not per fireball. It's just an
Yeah.
area that you can select.
There's 10 of them.
It's an area you can select. I've read a spell because I've used it on the first turn.
And it has to be adjacent, so it doesn't work
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
10 10-foot cubes connected.
Oops.
Okay, sweet. And like
That's
a
not what I
form
meant
of
to put.
stone forms at one end of this chamber. You're
damn it.
anything else on your turn?
The last one is going under him, because I have 10 pillars.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did 10.
There's one that you put right here randomly.
Okay, randomly. Sorry.
Yeah,
Ping.
so under him.
Just so I can put it somewhere.
There's this one random here,
I
and I
know,
want to
ping
put it
where you
under
want
him.
it. Under him, like in
Just
center,
under
like here.
him. Yeah.
Okay, and I'll move
Yep.
this as well. There we go.
See if he gets pinned.
I will. Ah, this is dexterity save. Go. He's large. He's not very dexterous. He gets pinned to the ceiling. This
Fuck.
huge form just spears him through to the ceiling. All
You
right.
do the 22 damage from the first roll
Why?
for all of them,
You said
because
66.
they take the 66. Yeah.
Oh, 6d6.
Yeah.
I thought you said 66. And
No,
I was
no,
like,
that's
that's
fuck.
insane.
No,
Okay,
no, it's just 66.
So it's 22 for each, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, bear with me. That's so much better. I was like 66 per pillar.
No, that'd be stupid.
That would be stupid insane. Math. Yes?
Comes into the king's
Yet
chamber.
accurate if all of a
You're
sudden
dead.
a pillar pistoned you to the ceiling.
I mean,
Right?
should be 10 damage per PSI.
bear with me here as I do math to recalibrate health for the other two. I deducted 66 per, and I was like, well, there goes my boss fight, I guess.
Love it when
Oh.
we do that.
So now can it get hit by the 4 pillars?
Pretty sure it's per pillar. If a pillar is under a creature and there's 4 pillars, is there 4 a pillars under a
I'll
creature?
allow it.
Especially now.
I'll allow it because you're
66
using up
points.
pillars to do that. You're actually using up pillars and you're taking advantage. So I'll allow that. Stop at 88. That's more like it. Like that's fine at level 16. That's right now. I was like 66 times 4 is insane damage.
That's so dumb.
I'm gonna say because I already okay, got it. It's good, all good. Quick maths. All right, that's
Remember,
a turn.
At the end of each of your
That's my
turns
turn.
until my spell ends, you get a refresh of the
HP.
19 HP.
I say you reroll it every time because it can be better or it can be worse and it's funner that way.
Yeah.
I think
Sure,
you should
reroll
be
it.
rerolling every time because otherwise it's
Tell
like,
me what I get.
It's a ceiling that I have to like get past and it's like that's boring versus like the randomization of it all. I love it how
Reroll it.
Bones of the Earth is such a good spell because it's not concentration. It's just like you reshape the map. It's neat.
Yeah.
All right.
I hate your DM spell. Just all your plans.
And the
Oh,
best
you
part
wanna-
is they just sit there until they get broken.
You want to go down this hallway? Stone pillars.
Strength to like get out, right? Tear apart.
Strike their deck,
dexterity.
whichever you wish.
Okay. I'm gonna roll 4 times for each pillar. Just. And what's
He
the
didn't break out any time. Nope. None of them. He's still pinned.
Donja, take care of these. Yes, Mrs.
I knew you were useless.
I mean, if she doesn't break
She is like
out,
staring at him, also being like, "I knew you were useless."
watch and she doesn't break out.
The question is, Aaron, can you even hit the tree thing now?
I am thinking about that right now. It's 30 feet
See,
high, but I'm
It's
hoping
12.
I
They're
can.
stuck at 20.
Okay.
Okay, they're stuck at 20.
And
then
finally, sorry, I should be looking this up, but it's a big spell. What is the condition? Restrained.
Restrained, yeah.
It's a restrained.
Restrained 5e. I'm just seeing how much he can do in his turn aside from like checks.
Is that
Uh,
count as
just
being
movement?
knocked prone because you're like?
No, it's worse than
pinned?
prone.
Oh.
That's why I'm looking it up. I want to see specifics of what he can actually do. Restrained
Focus
creatures
tree construct.
becomes 0 for speed. It can't be pinned from any bonus to its speed. Attack rules against the creature are advantageous, and attack. So prone, like range attacks, will be disadvantageous. Restrained is better. Attack rules
Okay.
of it are disadvantageous. The creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Thank God it's a dexterity saving throw. It's against spell. That would be fucking overpowered. But it can still cast spells, even though it's pinned. Good.
Right.
You see this
She
nimbus
just
of
can't see us. But she can also change.
fuck. Devin, can't see you. All right, cool. Fuck me then. Fuck. You just hear struggles breathing for a wall.
She has to make a save or do a spell. She can still cast spells, yeah?
3, 4.
She only has the one.
She only has the one, thank God. So 11, and
Still.
then
Still pinned. Oh, alright. There you go.
burn 1, right?
Why not?
You hear a crack of stone as, again, she frees herself, and you hear the same sound of her melding to what is now the ceiling. And as she does so, from where the pillar wall meets the ceiling, you can see a slight bulging, like a wave-like motion across the ceiling, as she forms upside down on the ceiling, looking down at you guys, and points out a hand,
Uh-oh.
Badass!
like here.
Nah!
Wait, how did she get
20
through
feet
the
above
pillars?
Through the pillars, she traverses like through the entire cavern.
But the pillars are to the ceiling.
Yeah, the ceiling is part
She's
of
like
the cavern.
she's like
She
in
sucked
the
into
wall.
the ceiling.
Ew,
She's like in the
a
mushrooms.
worm.
Part of the wall, yeah, exactly. She forms outwards, and like you can see the mushrooms peel away and into her form every time.
Oh, I hate it.
With
Like that Warframe lady.
what is that?
Which-
Is it a spell though? Okay, cool. I was just making sure. All right. So does a 22 hit you, Aaron? Sorry.
Not anymore. 23 AC.
All right, so you manage to raise your shield above your head just in time as you feel some impact upon it, and you can see like ooze drip from the sides of the shield. At the same time, from each of our finger, like the spell shoots out, branching off around the tree ant and hitting Simon for 21. Does that hit?
Yeah.
You feel necrotic energy grasp upon you, dealing 14 necrotic damage.
Oh wait, do I have half cover because I'm behind this huge creature?
It is huge. You are beneath it. If it's 2 sizes above you, you can occupy its space, and I don't think...
Wait, I'm behind the pillar right now.
Yes.
Correct. I'll give you +2 to your AC because of that, yes.
It doesn't hit.
It does not hit. Right, so it hits the pillar. She just isn't... She was in the water now.
How much damage does it deal to the pillar?
Gasp says the cleric.
14 out of 30, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to count as a half. Okay. And then 2 of them manifest out of a finger. One of them missing altogether. 19 toward you, Yurt.
Ow!
As this goop hits, I'm guessing from now, where it hits your mushrooms.
Temporary hit point came in handy.
By perfectly.
You're perfectly the one that hit the temporary HP. Thankfully, your mushroom growth on your body is spared from being corrupted by this vile ooze.
Woo! Mushroom power!
Uncorrupted!
Now, the real question is, I was here. Okay, no, that's it. Also, she's not there, she's here. There we go. Alright, she's upside down on the ceiling. Yeah.
On the ceiling.
On the ceiling, and that is that. So many saves on this turn. Sorry, guys. Another dexterity strength.
Nope.
Triandra creepers clawing at that pillar, clawing away at it. It can still like slam the thing, right?
As long as you're allowed to attack, yeah.
Yeah, restrained. Restrained is like restrained. It's going to get it and it starts slamming it 2 times. AC was like 16, right?
5.
5. Okay, so
yeah, it's a rock, dude.
Yeah.
If you can't hit a wall,
it spends its turn smashing it, but it does fall, as you said, 20 feet down and gets bludgeoned.
Now on rough terrain too.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Cool.
It literally makes rough terrain when broken.
For like 5 feet, right? No,
it falls 20 feet because it's on the ceiling, but it's also a large creature, so.
It falls 5 feet because it's 15 feet tall. Well,
there you go. So.
It suffers 5 bludgeoning damage as it lands down. Whatever.
The ant got a boo boo.
The ant got a stick up its ass, and then
let's just say it landed on some rocks and it went somewhere bad.
As it lands on rocks, it shakes off whatever damage was caused, and then angrily picks one of the rocks up and looks towards you, Yurt, and you start to see like 5, 6, 7 eyes open on different parts of its trunk, and they all like focus on you as it picks up the rock.
Uh-oh.
All right, but that's
you're in danger.
Yeah, Aaron.
So I can heal you.
Well, at least now he's within range.
Yes.
Okay.
Technically, he was just 5 feet above you. You could have just hit him too.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing like a jumping, like spinning attack, like just but this makes it a little bit easier. So I'm gonna start with my first hasted action and use.
You have advantage.
Channel Divinity, Sacred Weapon. So now my weapon counts as magical, and it has a +3 to all damage rolls.
And to hit, right?
Say again.
Attack rolls as well.
Attack rolls, yeah.
Not damage.
Is it both?
Charisma modifier to attack rolls made with a weapon.
It's just attack rolls.
Do I have a miss?
It's not damage, yeah. It's just attack rolls.
Alright, whatever. I'll take it. It's also magical now, and if it matters, 20 foot of light, 20 foot of dim light.
You see clearly. I think, what's your token like right now? Nope. That's not what I want to do. Light.
Look at that pretty face.
Look at that pretty face. No, you are emitting. Oh, you're emitting light. It does matter. Thank you. So bright light 20 feet, and dim light for another 20.
Correct.
It does matter because other people benefit from your light. So there it is.
Got a good.
I stop floating in the air now.
Yes, because you're not.
Wait, no, but my spell casts dim light. In a 30-foot radius.
Hold on.
You can't fly within 20 feet of me.
We actually talked about this. It upgrades darkness, but doesn't downgrade light. because twilight clicks are all about like the zone of the sun when it sets and rises. It's not about casting night so much. We actually talked about it, and I actually did a lot of research for it. It upgrades
Do I
darkness.
fall on the ground?
Yeah,
Just
unfortunately.
back up a little bit.
I can't back up a
Gently
little
float
bit.
down.
I'm sorry. Unfortunately, like
Actually, I'll read it to see if I can float down.
sure, it's kind of thematic to like have vampire. Like as soon as you have like daylight, it's like I'm weekend.
Ah!
But while he's reading that, Aaron, what do you do on your turn?
All right, so now I've got my. That was my first action. Now I'm going to use my hasted action. I'm going to hit all 3 one-handed long swords against the anti-ent.
Your haste action can only be 1 attack.
Yeah.
Says so in
Oh,
haste.
right, but I have 3 attacks.
It's part of the attack action. Correct. Correct.
Boom,
Correct.
Boom. Boom.
You
24,
also have
23,
advantage,
21.
so if you want, you can re-roll those.
This is why
You can
I
get
hate
3
it.
natural 20s because you have advantage. You take the highest one anyways.
Gain an additional action on each of your turn. The action can be
One
used
weapon
only to
attack
take
only.
1 weapon attack only. I'm sorry. I actually like looked into his straw because I was like, haste is amazing. If it's
Haste is
Really?
like pretty
yeah,
Someone
only
over
1
here-
weapon attack if you take it as the
Someone
haste
named
action.
But I got it.
D'Artagnan.
That's dumb.
Are you a
Yeah,
level
I know.
16 fighter?
Let's say again.
Oh, you're a paladin.
Paladin fighter, so I've got
Yeah.
most of my
So,
levels. in
do you have
fighter right
bonus action though? Like a
You
bonus
have-
attack?
Action surge.
No, that would have been. I have action surge, but that's fine.
Okay.
Just we'll use the first one, and I'll re-roll it to see if I get a natural 20.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna
That's
use
cool.
the higher one.
24, please.
Advantage.
Freaking natural 1 on that. All right, so 24.
Right.
Why am I keep doing that? Sorry. That's gonna be 11 slashing damage.
11 slashing damage. Math. All right. As you do so, it doesn't seem to. It reacts to it with a slight like nudge, but it doesn't seem to concentrate on you with your puny little slashes at its feet. It's still lifting that rock and it's about to hurl it at your.
Please no.
Yeah, I'm going to. Hold on 1 second. Just want to make sure I'm getting this right.
Do I have any bonus action healing spell?
All right, I'm gonna add my menacing attack maneuver to that. So when I hit, I can expend 1 superiority die, which is a D10, in an attempt to frighten the target. So let me roll that D10. Roll /1D10. Wow, that's fun. Is it slash roll or a roll slash?
/R.
/R. /R 1D10. Bam.
Nice.
All right. So that's going to be 10 additional damage.
All right. And roll the wisdom save of 15. What's the DC on your superiority die? It's 8 plus your proficiency plus I think your strength, but it should say on your fighter, yeah. Usually saves are like your class modifier, your proficiency, and 8 as the base.
Yeah.
Combat superiority. DC throws calculated as 8 plus proficiency plus strength or dexterity, so that's going to be 8 to 14. It makes
14. It again just seems to be really enraged, too enraged to be frightened of you. But the damage does take a good chunk of its spark away, and where it is, it doesn't seem to regrow anymore thanks to your like the magic of your sword. The Lycan seems to be very unable to like something resists it from taking over and regrowing the treant. That is that. Haste goes down by 1. Simon, it is your turn.
And I got my 19, right?
You get your 19 temporary HP as the veil is still there, but are you still floating? Or are you floating down or are you falling?
So I figured since this creature is 15 feet tall, and I was only so far in the air, the light does not go through a creature. Therefore, I'm still in dim light.
I mean, it casts a shadow, so.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
I'll allow it because
look
I literally
down to the
wanted
ground.
to use that with my Shadow Monk with Forotsu. I want to be like, if I'm behind a medium-sized creature, can I use
Tom,
its shadow
I
to
mean,
teleport around?
Hunter.
So I'll allow that. Yeah, that's clever. You're
Okay,
still
I
flying.
come down to the ground, just in case. Now, how big is a 10-foot cube?
10 by 10 by 10. 10 by
Okay.
10 by 10.
Let me draw a shape. How do I draw a shape?
What's the spell? Or
Firestorm.
yeah, it's 10 by 10 by 10, so it's
It's like this. Hang on. Sorry, it's too small now.
for each. It's like that big,
Oh.
and then
Sorry,
they
I'm
can,
making
and then they
squares.
form like a wall like this, and you can put them adjacent wherever you want, and they'll form a
Oh,
wall.
okay. Well, I want 10 of them. So I want here, here.
Hold on, one by
Okay.
one. All right.
Okay, so I want one engaffing half of it on this side, yeah, and the other half there, so he gets 2, and then one to the right underneath the lich.
You can also use verticality, so yeah, it will reach the ceiling. Yep.
Yeah, or from the ceiling. I don't. Does that count? Anyways,
Yeah, diagonal's called in D&D because
in that
Pythagoras is crying.
process, I move over here, so I can see the pig man through this gap.
No,
There's a gap. Yes, there is a gap. I
No.
can see through it. I can see through it.
you shouldn't. I only have a gap for the sake of showing that there's a pillar there. But
Oh,
you see how the pillar like extends beyond the.
In that case,
Yeah.
That's 1, 2, and then I guess I'll put 2 more on the tree.
Do I have to make any rolls for this?
You shouldn't. Let me zoom in on the map. So many squares.
No, you're
so
not
the
in the
first
10-foot
one
radius.
should be
Okay.
No,
like
you're not.
this.
You're not
the
in
cube.
it. I'm
Okay.
placing them.
Second one is like this, and then
Mm,
so on.
they're more like this.
So I read up, and
But that's not how I want them. I want them the other way.
Okay. You want them one down?
Yeah.
I'm just placing them where you pinged them. No, I'm sorry.
Well, I can't ping accurately for a group of squares. And then I'll put another firestorm to connect the one there.
Okay.
The lich. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god.
Aaron will feel very self-conscious about the amount of damage his
Up to
button
10, you
has.
don't have to use all of them.
fine.
It's one use. I'm using all of them. Can you put multiple in one place?
No.
No, you can't. Maximizing hits on lich. How do?
It's one instance of damage.
It is
You're-
unfortunately
It
one.
is
instance
a
of damage.
wall of fire that bursts out in a sequential thing, but it's like one instance of damage.
That will be it.
Okay, cool. And then the rest of them on me just flex.
Well, we're 76.
Thank you.
70, 10.
Blah.
Dexterity is not my forte.
39.
So, how do you want to do this to the tree ant? Because it's vulnerable to fire, and that's double damage.
I pull out my thing and I say, "May the guiding light of Helm send you to hell." And like a heretic that just got stabbed in the heart, he goes, "Wah!" and they dies.
Just explodes from the inside out. And that's that. Engulfing it in flame. The Lich rolled a 22 to save, which I'm assuming is higher than your DC, taking half of that.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, putting like a hand in front of face very lazily as she absorbs the damage. There.
And as a bonus action, I cast Mass Healing Word.
I thought you were saying Firestorm was a bonus action, and I was about to be like, I'm never playing a fighter again.
You
Wizards
imagine?
late game are so strong.
Mm-hmm.
Or any
Awesome.
spell casting late game.
So both of you, I choose both of you because, and myself, because I can choose fixed things. 1d4 plus my spell casting ability modifier, which is wisdom, so 4. So that's 1d4 math. That's
Wow.
7.
7?
You're welcome.
All right. As the burning husk,
It's
falls
7?
onto its side and continues burning, giving off a wretched stench. 7. Yeah.
Is there anything on this table?
The carcass of a, it was like a deer.
Okay, I'm gonna just scoot. over here and crouch behind the table.
Yurt no longer has to worry about the
Yeah, the rock
rock.
drops. Yeah.
Oh, I will also re-roll my my HP because you want me to do that.
It's funner that way. You can get more, you can get less, and I do it with my monsters all the time.
1d6 plus my clear level. Okay, 1d6. 1 plus 16. 17. Wow.
Okay, so now we get 17 every time.
Yes,
turn
only
ends.
if you end your turn in the circle, though.
Right, and they don't stack, right?
They
So
do
if I
not
don't,
stack, it
You
just
choose the
replaces.
highest, essentially. Yeah.
It refreshes,
right.
if you will.
All right. As
I
he
will
takes shelter behind the
BRB.
table. Yeah. Still the corpse of the one boy, just like hanging in the cage. Yurt, go ahead. It is your turn.
Yurt's gonna. Yurt's okay. Yurt's gonna do a spell. Yurt's gonna cast.
Here it's gonna make the
How
cave-
is she looking up there?
Bored. Takes away our hand, it's smoldering away, regrowing slowly in places. Shakes it off. She looks like this is all a game. She looks like she's just rolling dice.
Yurt's gonna cast.
She's not rolling. Yeah.
Oh, man. Yurt only knows one thing. Yurt's gonna shoot the sun at her. Pew.
Laser beam. Alright, radiant damage, concentration that you're maintaining.
Yeah.
68. Go ahead, roll that. Does she make a
She needs to make a Constitution
Constitution.
saving throw.
Can do.
Yeah.
She looks at you, raising her arm, like, "Are you sure you wish to go this way, young one?" All the
Not
while-
really.
Yeah. 20.
No, wait.
Is that double net 20s?
No,
Yeah,
it's not
no.
naturals.
Okay.
What do you want is concentration.
What do you mean?
Red is concentration.
Sure.
Nope, not dead. Not dead.
No, Yurt killed himself.
Takes half as much, so 68. Can I roll it through this? Yes.
Yes.
So half of 26, 13.
13. As the beam of light concentrated and maintained on her, she seems to meet it halfway with this like anti-life necrotic spell that at first touches just her hand, singeing it away, but then she begins to repel it away as these beams of light meet at the center. 20. Thank you.
I love how
13.
Simon's got this like plan of like
Bonus.
the shadow is going to be, my savior, and then he's got his two partners just casting light spells everywhere.
She also takes a
Fine.
bonus 16 damage.
Is that
Damn.
is that range as well? Yeah, it is good.
Just
16.
spelled.
Just pure. Yeah.
Apparently. There's no.
Alright. As she does so, you see branches of that beam that is between you guys, the necrotic branches, sap away at you, stinging at you. Can you make me a Constitution saving throw as they begin to kind of singe away at your cheeks, at your chest?
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Okay. Constitution?
Constitution, yes.
Oh, God. Yes. I succeed.
Alright, succeeding.
The power of mushrooms are saving me from the bad
you
mushroom.
you take no damage as, but they still like leave marks here and there, and the beams maintain between you and her, all the while. All right, with that, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah. Call me Kamehameha, dude.
Kamehameha. All right, dude who cannot save himself for the life of him. Dexterity saves. It's a natural 20.
All right.
Hey, breaks
what-
out of one.
Breaks out of 1.
Very sort of 1 of 4.
And you can attack the other 3.
Yes.
You know what would be really cool to do? If you put caltrops on the ground before you use the spell, and then he would be not only pinned and
Yeah,
restrained
would
but
that?
on caltrops.
Would that deal bonus damage? I would do that. I would give you bonus
Oh
damage.
my god.
So you manage just to like cleave away 2 more as you begin to hear the stone crumble off, and beneath him, what?
Ouch.
Do you think those lizard things are indiscriminate?
I doubt it.
I don't think they're gonna chase us through that room.
Do you think the fog's indiscriminate?
Also doubt it.
I think it's hers, yeah.
But is it his?
I don't think he'd care.
As the beam, oh no, she can't do it. All right, maintaining that hold on her necrotic beam, she glances over at the dead treant and just goes, "What a waste!" And she is going to go ahead and I'm going to check something real
wait.
quick.
Oh, fuck, if that lich resurrects the fucking tree end.
I have a.
was
How
just
close is it?
thinking that.
10 feet? Oh, wait, it's humanoid. Never mind. Because I was going to say, how cool would it be if this happened?
Oh no.
It has to be humanoid or beast.
The end fights for us now.
It just comes out with 1 HP. He's like, "Ah!" But no, unfortunately. It's
All
not
right.
a humanoid, huh?
Hmm?
Is the treant humanoid?
No, it's fine.
Damn it.
All right. Okay, sorry, I just read a few things. All right, Xanthoria begins to like extend outwards from the ceiling as a tethering tentacle-like plant begins to like lower her down and flipping her from her upside down position onto the ground and then retreating back to the ceiling itself. She's now on the ground and she slowly, regally approaches Aaron, extending out a hand. She touches your neck. Just shoots her hand out with a poisonous touch. Does a 15 land.
It does not.
Sucks. Does a 23 land.
That meets.
Does a 26 land.
Yes, it does.
Alright.
Oh, Tom.
What?
Oh, wait, no, it's 220s. Never mind. We're good.
For a
I
total
was like, undeads have disadvantage on the sunbeam, and then I was like, oh, wait, 2020.
Wait. And the target must succeed. Oh, I see. Against poison. I'm like, why do I have to rule to hit and you have to succeed at Constitution save? So you receive 43 poison damage within touch, and roll me a Constitution saving throw to resist that 1 instance of poison.
Do I even need to, since I'm immune to it as a paladin?
It is poison.
I'm immune
So
to
he's immune.
Yeah.
poison and disease.
Nonetheless, are you immune to poison damage?
Hold
I
on a
don't
second.
think so.
Just to
I think it's
poison
the
effect.
poison
Damage
state.
is different from the poison effect.
Okay, I'm just
Yeah.
curious. I'm like, fucking paladins.
Hold
That would be
Let me
too
find
fucking
out.
strong, because they get that so
Imagine.
early.
No, no, actually, it's just disease. It's not poison. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
so
immune to poison.
let me
I was
do
like,
the
because there's a
damage
race
first.
that's immune to poison, the UNT, and I'm like, imagine a UNT paladin. Like,
Extra.
What'd
Oh,
you say
it's
that was again?
monks that get-
47?
it was 43.
43,
Yeah,
so 43 minus 19.
Are you okay?
So 24. Aaron's looking a little rough, you know.
Okay.
She maintains that hold. Her fingers begin to dig into your neck, and as her fingers kind of meld
I
with your
cannot
flesh.
wait for my turn.
Don't forget
Yeah.
your temporary HP.
Yeah, I already subtracted that.
Don't
okay.
worry, you'll get it back soon.
The fingers
So I
like
need to make a con
become
save.
extensions of like a fungal extension that melds with your flesh by like biological matter beginning to turn my mycelius. All the while, she's gonna, yep.
Sorry, go ahead.
She's gonna turn her gaze toward the cowering cleric in the corner, and seeing her so close to her experiments, the vivisected deer and the bottles of potions and stuff, and all that lab stuff that she has in, she just goes, "Don't touch that!" And she casts Wither. Does 28 do it?
I have half cover because I'm behind the table.
So does 28 do it? Half cover is +2 to your AC.
Yes.
Just 18 necrotic damage as she begins to cast Wither.
I take 20 damage.
What?
I take 1 point of damage.
Because of temporary.
Right. Okay.
Ah.
You keep saying that. I'm like, what do you mean?
Uh-huh.
You take 18
So do you want me to make 2 Constitution saving throws for the 2 different poison touches?
No, just the one.
Just the one. Okay.
Yeah.
22.
That's like, I'm not sure if that's in the book. I've always done that at my table just because. Would I enjoy it as a player if I had to rule 2 Constitution saving throws? No.
I've had to do that before. It fucking sucks.
Yeah, it
You
sucks.
made me do it.
That's why I changed the rule. The train is
I mean,
dead.
once the poison's in, the poison's in. So if I'm going to save one, I'm going to save the other, hopefully.
Once you get stabbed in the back.
It's like per turn kind of thing because she has like legendary actions. It's only fair. But anyway, Aaron, it is your time for some retribution. Go ahead.
I'm gonna
Hit
cut
the
this
bitch.
bitch.
It will
All right.
roll your HP, sir,
Let's see.
at the end of your turn.
So I can get up to 17 now, right?
I love witches.
At the end of your turn, yes.
You actually
Okay.
get 19 again.
Didn't you re-roll it as 17 though?
He
I
rolled
rolled
a
a
17.
But I think I can do it as the end of a turn, right?
Yeah. Let's worry about it when it happens.
All right,
Plus,
so
he has to be within a certain range, right?
He is
30.
he is at the edge of the bubble.
Ah, okay.
I have it on my map. I just don't want to put it on your screen for immersion's sake.
Dang it.
I mean, it is like an actual bubble.
All right, so
Wow.
I'm gonna go ahead and let's see here. Let's just go ahead and hit once with a longsword attack, one-handed.
Okay. 14 unfortunately does not hit as she seems to deflect it lazily. Waving a hand,
that's
tendril
not
comes out of the ground, just
gonna-
flicks it away.
Yeah, we're gonna actually use precision attack. When you make a melee attack roll against a creature, you can spend 1 superior to add it to the roll. You can use this before or after making an attack before any of the attacks are applied. So let's do my 1d10 /R 1d10.
Come on, 10.
So that's 7. So
That hits.
21.
Yeah.
I mean, 22.
So
So
as
that
she
hits.
raises her hand to parry it
21.
away, the tendril comes out of the ground, but you just slash right through it. It does hit.
All right, and she is my size, correct?
She is a little taller than you, but she's medium, yes.
Bonus action shove, get her to prone.
Like automatic success, or do I roll anything?
Shield Master's here, and then you just use the shove mechanics. So if it
Shove
is
mechanics,
creature
so,
my
okay.
size,
A 13 versus your athletics.
athletics.
Yeah.
Ba-dum-bum-bum. 19.
You shove her prone.
Right. So then I'm gonna roll 4 attacks, 2 for my remaining action, and then the 3rd for the hasted action.
Go for it.
All for one-handed strikes. 1, 2, 3.
They're advantageous because she's prone.
Okay, so I'm gonna re-roll the 15 and the 18.
Yeah, just reroll.
Roll
three.
all of them. See if you get a natural
Okay,
20.
all 3.
There you go.
So we're gonna go
What do
with
we have
the
here? So against an AC of 20, what do we have here?
2 hits.
2
an
hits,
AC of 20, 2 hits. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna roll the 25 and the 20. So that's 6 and 8.
I love the
And on
superstition that players in Roll20 have, like it matters which one I click, and we're like, oh, no, I just click damage, and we'll just roll the same thing.
Well, I don't think. I'm just saying.
It's like that's funny
Only
player
matters-
superstition.
it only matters if it's a natural 20, right?
There's a lot
Yeah.
of things to roll here. I'm just trying to keep organized. And so on the last hit, I'm going to add my Divine Smite.
Which you can just do as a paladin because it's not even an action or anything. 10 radiant.
Natural 10!
Woo, burn.
Yep, so that's going to be 14, 24.
Yeah.
10 of that radiant, if that matters.
Woo!
10 radiant and 14 magical slashing.
She seems very confident, even as you're slashing at her prone, and she seems to slowly get back up, rising, slashing all the while. She seems to laugh away. But as soon as that radiant damage hits her threshold 10, it seems to have more force to that slash and reels her back. She goes, ah!
Wow, if only she would have reacted like that when I hit her with Sunburst.
And as she cracks back into form from that slash, you can see now ooze beginning to sip away from her form, and she seems to like bleed away this mist that you saw in the other room as well. Essentially bloodied at this point.
You
begins
tell
Not a
me
fan of the light, huh?
she's secreting exhaustion mist?
I'm also
like
technically not a
corruption
fan
and
of the
fog and stuff. Yeah.
I also don't like the light, but I'm blasting it from my hand.
All right. Haze goes down by 1, as that's the end of the turn. Simon. Go ahead.
Alright. Hello, friends. Can I make it over here? Yes, I can. This is a small room, but before I do that, do I recognize any of these potions? With a passive wisdom perception of 19.
You would know they're off necromantic nature. Spell components used to revivify beings, convert them to plant matter, and kind of zombify them. Some of them contain liquid mediums containing the plague itself, the same color of the lichen, that same foul smell to it. The disease in liquid form, essentially.
If we can bring that back to the place.
Yeah, I gotta get away from the table before it fucking dies. Anyways, hello. You're flanked now and prone. You're gonna love this.
I pee on her.
Guardian
Established dominance.
You had such a
and
long
spiritual
fucking
weapon.
pause. You had such a long pause. I had to.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is dirty.
Nice.
All right.
Guardian of Faith wielding the spiritual weapon.
What's
No,
going on,
Guardian
Hunter?
of Faith. What?
Okay. Yeah, what's going on, Hunter? Go ahead.
Guardian of Faith summons over here,
Oh, you can
and
have
spiritual
multiple
weapon
spiritual
goes
weapons
over
there.
here.
Guardian Faith is 10 by 10, correct? I'll just use the Guardian for Crystal Shroud, whatever, I don't care.
That's great.
Hey, it's that
Hey, it's my boy back.
It's my boy.
My boy's back. Hey,
Hey.
Boros Angel, yay.
Boris Angel, go. And then spiritual weapon, like, beside him.
Well, put on the opposite side of the lich so it stays flanked.
Just slam it on the lich, dude.
I don't think that spiritual weapon counts as a creature that flanks, because it's not it's a spell effect. It's not a creature. Just FYI, just so you know.
Yeah.
That would be amazing, though, if it was.
But on that note, for sake of coolness, I summon a spiritual weapon into the hand
Fuck it, I'll allow it.
of the Celestial Guardian.
Just for this one swipe.
Yeah, but think about it. It should be, because it's the whole mechanic of flank is like your target is between two targets and it's confused, right? It's trying to defend against two at once.
No, it just doesn't give a shit about the floating sword.
Maybe, I don't know.
What can it do with a floating sword?
I don't know. I don't know where to find spiritual weapons, so I'm just gonna bring back this point.
So technically, the spiritual guardian
weapon.
doesn't do anything because they have to move into its range.
Correct.
But she's already in there.
It has
Correct.
if it moves like 5 feet.
If
in
it
the range,
moves
it gets
5 feet
attacked.
within its 10-foot reach, yes,
Right,
Don't worry,
but
I'll
what
take
if
care of
they're
that next
already
turn.
in the reach.
then
It
just
still activates.
Oh, it's active. Okay.
The first
It's
so,
time
any
you
spot.
cast it, yes,
okay, so she must succeed a dexterity saving throw, but she's not prone,
which
and-
is disadvantageous. Yep.
which is disadvantageous.
So 10,
That's a 6. That is not
10. Like
Why is she
first
doing a
roll.
dex save?
because it wants a dex save.
Which one wants a dex save?
Um,
Guardian.
She hasn't moved in the Guardian of Faith yet.
but you
Oh,
just said
special
it,
appears and hovers for the duration of an unoccupied space of your choice, so you can see within
it
your
moves.
range. The guardian occupies the space, and any creature hostile to you that moves to space within 10 feet of the guardian for the first time on a turn must succeed on the dexterity saving throw.
So
it's-
if she gets shoved, it counts.
It's a vigil,
But-
yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
so we'll wait
But
on
then
that.
if she walks, she doesn't get hurt if it already attacked that turn.
Aaron readjusts the grip on his shield excitedly.
And
Yeah,
then
that's the funniest part. just keep
spiritual
pushing it.
weapon,
I
Slaps.
believe I can make an attack.
if you
action
can,
Yeah.
with
yes.
it.
So go ahead and roll.
How do I roll that for spiritual weapon?
If you don't do it as a spell card, if you do it as a spell, does it roll to hit?
Man,
Otherwise, it's 8 plus your proficiency plus your spell casting modifier, which for you, I don't remember your class. Cleric is.
I got a natural 20.
Yeah.
oof. Big
Yeah.
hit damage. Go.
All right.
16.
16.
Wait,
force.
isn't
I
that
hate that it's
maximum?
force.
Are you doing maximum damage for this?
Or are you just doing the two?
You never
We were doing
specified.
double dice the whole game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
For my
Now I
mom.
missed a car and dual wielding the fucking spear weapons.
Yeah.
Alright, so last time.
And that is my turn.
There's nothing that says you can't grab the spiritual weapon.
Oh my god.
Hunter, while we're all doing our turns, take your time to draw on a 5x5 square a spiritual weapon so I can not look at Slot Kitchen's weapon anymore.
I got
I
you,
missed my
homie.
It
arm.
makes me sad to look at the old campaign, like
I will
tokens.
draw it over here.
Yeah, and I'll just drag it. Alright, with that, Yurt.
Oh, fuck. That's far bigger than anticipated.
Why is there a dildo over there?
Shh.
I can shrink it, just draw it, it's fine.
Yurt's turn. Yurt's gonna lift his hand up while he runs so he doesn't hit anyone with the laser beam.
This little goblin with just a fucking rail gun firing off continuously above his head.
Can
Can,
I share the same spot as the Guardian of Faith? Does it say?
It's a spell of...
It's spectral.
Unoccupied
And it hovers
space.
above
A large
and it hovers
spectral
for the
guardian
duration
is a creature.
in an unoccupied space of my choice. But that's to summon it. So
It's a large spectral guardian, meaning that it has a size and therefore occupies space.
Yeah.
It says that it does occupy space. Unfortunately, you cannot go through it. It's
problem,
a friendly creature. You can go through its space with disadvantage because it counts as a difficult terrain.
That's
So
fine. I'll go around from where I was over here.
sure.
I go around like here.
All right.
And can I use my laser beam through her without hurting any of your friends?
Yeah.
All right, shooting it again because it's concentration. I just
Is
burned
that-
the entire ceiling.
on advantage because she's prone and flanked.
It's a
because she's
what you
prone.
name
It's
it?
a ranged
It's a
spell.
DC.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a-
a saving throw while she's affected
Yeah.
by it because it's a beam. But yeah, and then
But she also gets disadvantage on her saving throw anyways because she's undead. I think.
let me handle that.
Yeah. Check that first.
What is it? Con?
Constitution, yeah. She
Yep.
takes the full damage and is blind.
She's plant undead. It heals her.
If she's an ooze, dude, she
Yeah.
has double disadvantage.
Oh yeah, what is it called? Morphosis. Oh, what's the full damage? What am I taking? 24.
You're taking 24 radiant. Beam.
Hard right now. Oh my god. So whatever was shielding her before, that anti-life shell, shatters away as the beam of light impacts her, and she takes the full damage, and the glow in her eyes grows dimmer. Alrighty then. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Alright. So here's a fine thing.
Poor Pigman.
So Pigman has been pinned for like 2 rounds now.
Yes.
Pigmen are not very smart creatures, and therefore I get an excuse to being dumb myself. Pigman teleports.
He can't see though. Where's he gonna teleport?
Oh wait, I can do this.
You can see.
Yeah. You just hear a...
No, she cast teleport.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh yeah, I could do this.
Oh, yeah. Mistress!
I just imagine the Lich just face palming, just like.
So use the action to teleport and its movement to fly over yonder to where it's at right now, and that's the
I
end
look
of its
behind
turn.
me with terrified eyes.
Were
for
you
a
just
second.
using the general term fly, or is it literally fly?
It has tiny ass
tiny
wings that
wings.
for some reason give it flight.
Are you
Yeah,
kidding?
It
yeah,
has
it looks
tiny-
super stupid.
Yeah.
I love the now.
I don't suppose
cheese.
you're. Do you also have another casting of your pillars?
Nope. Well, yes, but also no.
Okay.
I have a fail-safe button that I want to try to use, but also not on a caster. 'Cause
That's not a caster.
do you think that thing has plane shift? How does
Kill
that
it.
look bloodied from getting smashed by the rocks?
He looks rough, bruised, the cuts are everywhere, and ichor seems to seep away from him onto the floor, kind of killing plant life and regrowing into fungal growth instead. Yeah, he seems bloody. Does she
So we could
roll
probably handle
Constitution at the end of her turn to unblind herself? Or is it until the beginning of your turn? Which one is it?
It doesn't say anything after that. So whatever blind
It says it's blinded until your next turn.
On a fail save,
Oh, yeah, okay.
Until your
so
next
until
turn.
my next turn. Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks. See, Hunter, sometimes you can read like
Gotcha.
your own.
I was reading it as you were looking at it.
No, I know sometimes you don't read your own spells, but then
Sometimes I
you also
don't.
read ours, and I'll read yours, so we work off each other.
Give me 2 seconds.
Hey, what did my spell do again?
It
what
literally
the-
said you can't eat
what
undead
does,
people. Why'd you have to post
Conjure Celestial do again, guy?
it? Can I just summon God?
I'm debating on asking God for help. I have a use of it.
God, can you smite this fuck?
Yeah, God, can you hey Helm, can you send like a gigantic sword through the earth and plunge it into her heart, please?
That'd be so badass. That
Hey
reminds
guys,
me of the.
hold on for a second. I'm gonna go over here and pray. You just handle the lich and the fucking pig, the pig caster.
It's an action.
Alright, so today I learned a new
That's
thing.
cool.
So true sight still depends on vision. It's not like I can see anything even when I'm blinded. Okay, that's
I
what
mean, that's blind sight. So.
that's blind sight and tremor sense. That's what I was reading just now. So, alright. Blinded, she picks herself up onto her feet with half her movement. And
Still getting lambasted by them laser.
yeah, still getting blasted. She reaches her one arm to start and attempt to. I don't know what spell level is Sunbeam.
Level 6? Yeah, level 6.
Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell 3rd level or lower gets added. Any spell 4th level or higher on target make an ability check 10 plus the spell's
You dispel
level.
magic.
So on 6 levels, can so I roll against 16 essentially. What do I rule?
DC equals 10 plus spell.
I roll a
you just-
spell. I roll a spell. So let's,
Like a spell attack, maybe?
I roll a spell attack.
Make
but-
an ability check using your spell casting ability.
Oh, okay. And what's your spellcasting ability? It is Wisdom. All right. 21.
Yep.
It's not
Alright,
being-
I lose mine.
With that, as she uses her action to dispel that.
I start slapping my hand like I'm losing light on a flashlight.
Hey, this is supposed to work for quite a while, right?
It's supposed to
I
be
want
1
the
minute, dude.
lithium ions for extra money.
Yeah. Oh, damn it. There goes my spell slot.
Damn. God, it's an action. That's fucking brutal. Even bosses.
You imagine like being the wizard of an army and you're just like from like really far away and just mowing people down.
I mean, lightning bolt, fuck. It's such a
like,
fun
oh,
spell.
My
Ooh,
liege,
here's
the
the
enemy
thing.
militia's hitting us.
Choose one creature, object, or magical within range. Doesn't say that you can see. Okay, cool. So she can like sense the magic and dispel it. Okay, good. I was like, if she's blinded and she can't cast it, I'm fucking dead. All right, cool. Do I have any?
Game is panicking, friends. We must finish him off.
It's a lich. We kill her, she's just gonna come back.
Not instantly.
We're close to it.
She turns toward the pig that you can hear, the pig demon, and she goes, "Don Jack, emissary, tell my mistress I require aid." And she lifts her hand, and you begin to see plant growth below Don Jack begin to
Ooh.
wrap around his feet and drag him toward the wall to the west. That's the end of her fucking turn.
Hey, you
He's
know when I
escaping.
hit the plant teleportation circle that led directly to her mistress? Really
It
should
is really like right over here too.
really should have finished that off.
Yeah, begins to drag him for half. I mean, he's
The problem is every time we hit those
beginning to
mushrooms,
meld with the
psychic
wall,
damage.
yeah. All right,
Oh,
Aaron.
it's right here actually. Right around here. If my memory serves. Am I right, Tom?
You looking around a roll?
Yeah,
a roll
I
in
kind of
the-
remember the. Yeah, it should be around there, I think.
Alright, let's go.
Alright,
Swing
my turn.
them.
Push her, Knock her prone again in a different direction, preferably 5 feet.
I think we need to stop the pig monster.
Yes, that is one. But then she's also just going to push herself away, maybe.
And also totally whack you with an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I do have very high AC though.
You can
Alright.
try to leave it for me and Simon if she dies from your attacks.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, do we want to try and kill it, or do we want to use my athletics to actually hold it in place?
It works.
Let's...
You decide your actions, fellow brethren of non-mushrooms. Hunters, fuck off is what you literally just did with your head.
Oh, so I laugh.
Alright.
I know.
I'll leave the lich to you, and I'm gonna run all over here. So I'm gonna get to here with my movement.
As you run through the difficult burning terrain that is the remains of the house, can you just roll me a Constitution saving throw?
Constitution?
Yeah. Okay.
17.
So you manage to not take any fire damage as your armor and your shield guards you, but it does take
You are hasted, so
You are hasted, so yeah, I guess nothing matters. All right.
Oh yeah, that's
your
right.
movement is doubled, so it just goes-
The Guardian of Faith bops you for 20 damage.
Just indiscriminately, I just saw something moving fast. It was like bop.
Do you think the behavior is indiscriminate? Do you think the Guardian of Faith is indiscriminate?
All right, I'm gonna grab onto the pig monster and.
He's size large. You can do that, yeah.
And actually, hold on.
How big
So
were
if
those
I
snakes?
grab it, it's a grapple, right?
Yes, against 22. You just have
All right.
to roll
So
high.
actually, I'm gonna do just so that we can chip away. I'm going to hit an attack. So one-handed longsword attack. 26 to hit.
That hits.
All right, and then I'm going to use one of my remaining battle maneuvers to do grappling strike.
Ooh.
And that's there. So immediately after I hit a creature with a melee attack, I can expend one superior die, and they try to grapple the target as a bonus action, and add the superior dice to my strength.
So go ahead and roll
athletics
athletics
check.
and add your superiority die, and it's going to be against his 22. It's just unfortunately
Come on.
really, really
Oh.
high.
Come
So
on.
that's 3 plus. Where are you, athletics? Bam!
I believe in you. Oh, nice.
Aaron, strong boy.
He is
Big
grappled, and you still roll damage because you hit. Right?
Yes, that's right.
Is it, after you
10.
damage or after you hit is very vague, but I'll let you roll damage.
Yep.
Alright, grappled.
I mean, it says as a bonus action. So
Yeah,
I guess
so-
it'd be after
Yeah,
hitting.
after damage, yeah.
I guess, yeah. It'd be like that other attack the vampire has, where when you slash, then you bite.
That's a monster's back
It's-
comparison compared with monsters, but yes, because action
I
comedy and
guess,
monsters is different. But a grappled creature, I know it's 0. The condition effect, yeah, it's
I think
not.
it's literally just 0 movement.
Yeah, it's not advantage on attack. Okay, that's what restraint is for.
19
Temporary
health
HP.
points again.
All right, as you grapple, you are contesting against the pull of the vines behind him, and he just looks at the vines, look at you, and he's like, "No, save mistress!" And he rips himself apart from the vines and resisting the command. But he's still grappled in front of you. Is that the rest of your turn
That's it.
with haste and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, Simon.
Hello. I would like to attempt some divine intervention.
What are you trying to do?
Is it an action? It does. I did. You can call upon a deity. So I'll just
Describe
I'll say
this.
that.
How about you describe what you want first, and I'll tell you.
I
what it is.
will do a thing. I like swatting at the little mushroom tendrils. I pull up my prayer thing and go, "Oh, watcher in the darkness, helm who they be."
Like middle combat.
Get out of here, bitch! I'm trying to talk. May you send down a sword to pierce the heavens and end the blight of the world. And may you aid your watchers of the night that we may protect those who cannot protect themselves.
Well-
Now I have to roll.
Well, I really, really, really like the RP, Hunter. I really need you to specify out of game what do you want the intervention to do.
I want a
Ask him to send a sword
gleaming
down to
sword
Phylactery.
into the phylactery of the Lich, so that we may vanquish her once and for all.
So you want a gleaming
Or
sword
maybe just
to
the
come down
location.
on a phylactery and destroy it. Yeah.
Yes.
Roll a 1d100 and it has to, I think, be 16 or lower.
Equal or lower.
Yeah, 16 or lower.
Nope. Helm's in a bad mood today, friends.
No answer. I think nothing happens if it doesn't roll, right?
Nope, nothing happens.
It's a good attempt.
Like,
I'm not gonna lie. I would have allowed it. I would have absolutely
That's
allowed it.
not real. Now, was that an action?
It.
It says action.
Is it?
Where does it say action? Because I don't see it.
Oh, use your
Requires
action.
you to use your action.
Joke's on it. I cast another spiritual weapon.
Can you stack?
You could
them?
also attack with the spiritual weapon. You can stack them, but you could also just use your bonus
You can
action
only
to
attack with
it.
one.
Oh, I
Right?
attack with spiritual weapon.
Unless
right?
you grapple it with your hands, because that's what I did as Takar.
Yes, correct. But that's what you did with this.
Yes,
you wielded
it's
your
your
spiritual weapon. But-
It's your bonus action to attack with
It
it.
doesn't say like it feels. I'm genuinely curious because I've never played a paladin. I've only observed you guys. You can
Clear.
you can keep summoning spiritual weapons and they don't
Yeah.
like fuzz out of
1 minute.
reality.
It's only 1 minute.
That's really neat. I really.
That's
like
what I
that.
said, man. You can summon up to 6, and they don't do anything. They just float there because you only have one bonus action.
I mean, if we're using flanking rules to do stuff,
It
right?
hits.
Also cover.
True.
I don't know. It's weird. We'll have to look into it later. That's really neat. But
And-
bonus action hit with your special weapon. It
11 force.
27, 11 force.
Does that
damage.
move her?
No.
No, it doesn't. I wish. Force damage makes no sense.
And I'm gonna like shift myself.
'Cause
This
then-
way.
Do you want
There's
to roll
also thunder
again?
damage.
See if you get a natural 20 because she's blinded, and that's infectious melee attacks.
I will try, I guess. And where the hell is it? Blip.
You get a lot of thunder damage spells move characters, but a lot of force damage doesn't.
Because it's
Makes sense.
different.
Yeah, fuck off.
Force is magical bludgeoning
Actually,
damage.
no.
that's all it
Force
is.
Oh, it's
does move
thunder.
creatures. Force does move creatures. Actually, gust.
But I think it
Does
has to
gust do force
specify
damage?
if it does.
No.
Anyways, end turn.
Fuck off. Nope.
Go on.
That's not damage spell. You
No. Oh, gust moves creatures, but before that, no. What? But it can if you make a creature fall. It's bludgeoning damage. I'm high.
So,
Anyways.
okay, well then what's magical bludgeoning damage? It's just magical bludgeoning damage now, isn't it?
Oh shit.
Yeah. Fuck you, Tom.
But
sorry,
it's not.
I'm sorry, Aaron. You have
A magical
21
hammer
bonus
does not
HP.
deal force damage, but it should. Alright.
Magical bludgeoning damage, not bludgeoning magic damage.
Hey, wait, go Yurt. It's your turn.
Force is so
I hate
fucking
D&D
annoying.
sometimes. Like this, like slowly, like I start bleeding out of my nose. Like
They left a couple things on the table in the 3.5 conversion.
Simon, it's at
Yeah.
the end of your turn, my buddy.
I've said it 3 times now.
Sorry, it's
Yeah,
just
but
too
I wasn't
funny.
listening 3 times in a row. Now I am.
My God, wow.
Is she dead or is she alive from your
She's.
attack?
I'll let you know if she's dead.
Is she okay?
Why is the boss music still playing?
Yeah.
It's true.
What is Latin
no.
music now have Latin lyrics?
I'm gonna go here,
Up. Nice. Flanking. Good.
and I'm gonna flame blade. Let me attack with the flame blade.
8 plus your
First.
magical modifier plus your
Go.
proficiency.
21. Does that hit?
Yeah. Roll again
Uh.
because she's blind until the end of your turn. Right?
What do I get to roll again?
Because
'Cause
she's
she's
blinded.
blind.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. Yeah.
9 fire damage.
5 damage. Math.
That's the end of Earth's turn because I'm a druid.
Okay.
We don't have a lot of bonus action bullshit right now. Wild shape is an action.
To escape a grapple is what?
Athletics fight.
Athletics.
9. I'm gonna say no. All right.
Bro, imagine this normal looking humans like, hey, guess
Unable
what?
to disable Danjak, the emissary of Tomoe, goes ahead and
Bops the boy.
Bring it.
Actually, wait, is that an action to try to break out of grapple? No. Is it?
It is, isn't it?
it is.
Oh, okay.
Bonus action.
Bonus action. Bites
Teleport.
my head off. Oh my god! Please don't say that.
I
Frickin' misty
totally
steps.
I had a DM implode me in my first session with the Lich.
I
With your
imploded you with a
motion.
tree end.
Yeah.
I imploded myself with the tree, and thank you. Don't take credit for my deeds,
Cool.
sir.
Well, Nifalch doesn't do anything on his turn because I have nothing. All right.
I feel way better about fucking up the action economy last turn. As you said that, Tom, like, even with hasted action, I was like, yeah, I'm good. And then I'm like, I have 3 more attacks that I can make.
Yeah, that's why I said it. But whatever. Right at the end of its turn, because I keep forgetting that she has legendary actions. I don't know why I'm like this.
You're not used to it.
As long as
All
one
right.
of them isn't tentacle pull through wall.
Simon, can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Man, the
Come
only
on,
advantage of
cleric.
being a vampire is that it's like, hey, you don't have to breathe.
All right.
Yeah.
So for no damage, as she puts her hand on you, and she's like, "Your heart, barely breathing, barely beating."
I literally said this like 5 minutes ago, but you don't listen because you're
A lich.
you even, yeah. Dumb
You
bitch,
also-
boy, like it. Oh!
Oofa, oofa.
You know what? You're so
Fury.
bad, only 2 of those hit.
Okay,
Worth it.
I see how it is.
Oh, cool. I only take damage from 1 of those, so.
Why?
Because
He's
I
just doing
have
the thing with the
temporary
10 hit points again. It's just a weird way of
I'm
phrasing it.
listening to how Hunter
It's true.
explains the way he thinks temporary hit points work. But go ahead. So 40, and you can take that, deduct that, shove it up your ass.
I've taken the damage.
DC 19 Constitution saving throw against the same poisonous effect. The taunt works. Nope. The poison does not invade, but she does seem to be a little bit enraged.
Are
I
Dampiers
feel
even
gall.
like? Do Dampiers even get affected by poison?
Yes.
It would be in your traits.
Dampiers in D&D are watered down, baby.
Yes.
All right, she is gonna go ahead and take that 20 damage from the Guardian Faith as she moves out of flank.
20 radiant, by the way.
Yes, I am aware.
Who gets the slaps?
Both get slaps.
Well, it depends if she leaves just yours and stays in mine.
And she's gonna go
Fair
through a
enough.
difficult terrain if I could.
Take the fire damage.
Take the fire damage and the slapping.
Alright. Alright, so what happens is, are you taking opportunity attacks? Is that what you're saying, slapping?
I do have a question.
Yeah.
Is the Lich a construct because they constructed their Lich body?
Undead.
No, it's just undead. Its reliquary thing would be a construct-ish.
Depends what the reliquary is. It can be many
A
things.
table.
The table.
Can you just
19
imagine having dinner with a lich and the lich's like table is reliquary, but you don't know where it is?
That's
'cause you're-
one dumbass lich. She's like, yes, my one source of like immortality is the very thing that's been at your
in
fist
plain
now.
sight, dude.
Yeah. That'll be
That's
cocky.
the deer.
I'll make it like the chandelier or something like that, and constantly like, huh, like adorning
Does
it.
a 19 hit?
A 19 does not hit her as she passes by, almost like fly by, moving faster than you would expect, and unfortunately does not hit. Just misses.
She takes 11 fire damage from me.
From...
Flame blade.
Can you... Okay.
It's
19?
an attack, technically. It's a
19?
sword. Yeah. 11 damage.
11 damage, thank you. Okay. As she does so, she turns around to face you, and she sees the fluttering figure right beside her, that of Thunderwing, and she goes, "Ah, there you are. I've been looking for you. Come here, my precious." And she is gonna attempt to grapple her, and that's gonna be her turn. Actually, can she even do that? No, she already did attacks. So Aaron, she is going to go ahead and start reaching for her in attempt to grab her out of the air. As you're
Okay.
facing off Danjak. The
So what we can do with this guy? I'm gonna do all 4 of my longsword attacks. I can attack while I'm grappling, right?
You can, yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2,
Grapple's such a
3,
weird fucking
4.
Mhm. That's a natural 20.
So the last 2 hit.
Last 2 hit.
Big boy hits.
Damage 9 and 7 and 6.
For a total of 22 damage, as you lacerate him, more of that ichor seeps out of him and gushes onto your skin, and you begin to feel it like tingle slightly where it touches bare skin. Can I get you to make me a Constitution saving throw?
Sure can.
Yeah.
16.
Again, whatever divinity you have to use seems to reject this poison, whatever this is, and expel it out of your body as it seeps away and kind of
All right.
whatever evaporates. 22 math time. All right.
Math.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to. I need to help Thunderwing, but at the same time, I've got this guy. It's Action Surge.
Oh my god. Haste, action surge, action combat doesn't matter, DM. Fuck you.
Fun fact: the samurai subclass is like
It's really strong.
that's what I killed your boss fight in one turn.
Nice.
Each attack is 2 attacks in one.
So I get another action, right? Not another hasted action. So the Action Surge is just one more action.
Correct,
So it'll be
yeah.
action,
Yeah.
hasted, action, action. All right, so that's going to be 3
3 more
strikes.
attacks with your a 24 hits.
Alright. And on the 14, I'm going to use
This is epic.
Precision
This is like-
Strike.
look, slashing at it like from an anime.
Yeah.
He's Aaron, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
That's how this works. Alright, and then we're going to do my D10.
That's surprisingly like a lot of dice for like a fighter. If this was at a table,
Yeah.
Almost like you're playing Warhammer.
So that's going to be 16 to hit.
16 to hit does not hit, unfortunately.
Ah, dang it. Alright. Okay, so just the 24 hits, right?
Yeah, and he's just not fast enough to block all your strikes for 6 something. As you pretty much death with 1,000 cut. It's not dead yet, but you're getting there. All right. Wow. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of attacks.
Alright.
That's
And
a
then
lot
I'm
of
just going to
chat.
yell Thunderwing to the rest of the guys and end my turn.
Okay. Haste is
No, no,
about
And he's
I'm
doing
gonna-
all of this while holding on to the pig monster. So he's
Yep.
just like, whoosh, 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 and then like,
I always assume like grapple is like you stun it, hold it, whatever you do, you bring its speed to 0. You're controlling the battlefield to the point where you're not going anywhere. It doesn't have to be like I hold you with one arm, therefore, because that's not what the grapple condition says.
I send Guiding Bolt onto the pig man with a natural 20.
Nice. All right.
Healing.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
Oh,
God,
30. Yeah.
I love that guiding bolt is a
30
fucking level
damage, and
1
also
spell.
being like, hey, Aaron, you have advantage on your attacks now. You're welcome.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh. But it's to hit.
Oh no.
Never mind, but it's to hit. Never mind. Yeah, you're good. Natural 20. As the shimmering twilight-like starlight
30 radiant.
30 radiant
Oh, I've been forgetting to add my +3. Son of a bitch. That's my fault.
to roll. Which
Oh, yeah,
in
magical
retrospect
sword.
would be one or more of those hits. Just roll retrospective damage and I'll add it up to one of your sword attacks. We'll remember for
No,
next
don't
time.
worry.
Okay. Continue on.
My bad.
That's okay. All right. It is illuminated by starlight.
God,
and
you
stuff.
have magic sword.
And it is on its last legs. It begins to very exhaustively move around. Directing spell, you see it grasp its fist and begin to like lift it up, and weird eldritch light begins to form around and within the fist itself as it begins to channel all of itself into this one spot in its fist. Like just you see the blood pumping into the arm, the liquid actually moving in. The lichen begins to concentrate around it and grow with increased speed as it begins to charge up this like orb of light in its fist.
Uh-oh.
Sucks more. Your servant calls trade. Simon, is that the end of your turn? Yes, no? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Hang on.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna move closer though. Hi. Hello.
Okay. Is that it?
I didn't do an action. Did I do an action? I did. I don't have anything.
Guiding bolt is an action, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. In response to you coming to order, still from the taunt, the Lich makes a legendary action of attacking you with a. Does 26 hit?
Yes.
12 necrotic damage as you approach her. She just retaliates and goes, "Do not interrupt this!" And 12 necrotic damage. Yep. Alrighty, Yurt.
I think.
You can focus Pigman. You're
Yeah.
want.
I wanted to do something. Hold on.
Unless she disappears with Thunderwing on her next action.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Damn it, she's what's my name with though? She's wisdom bitch.
Yep. I have a wisdom spell too, and I'm like,
How much HP do you have, Aaron?
Looks bloody.
Do you think if this thing
Perfect,
slaps
yeah.
you real hard, are you gonna die?
I saw what it could do before.
Do you think
Yeah.
you'll be a splatter?
It's gonna be a coin flip whether or not I survive a mega
Okay.
hit from this thing.
I can heal you in a bit.
I'm gonna cast confusion in this side on this.
Okay.
It is a 10-foot sphere, so I'm trying not to hit Aaron with it.
Spell slot to creature.
Aaron's already confused. He doesn't
And
understand all
I'll
this magic.
yeah,
Lines
drop the
spawning-
sword.
Control each creature in 10. Each creature, friendlies included, in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point. Choose. Okay, wisdom. I'll do my wisdom. I'm just reading because I've never seen confusion in action actually.
I think it's on his turn.
On its turn.
Oh no, must make the wisdom save. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it fails to save. And if
So on its turn, it rolls a d10, and then it does one of those things of the d10.
whenever I have a table and spells, I always like separate them by new lines, so they're like in an array like this, so I don't have to like.
Yeah, I know.
But it's.
But I know what they
I
do.
will
so.
open this spell in another tab. Confusion 5e, just so it's easy for
And
myself.
that is the last thing I can do. 'Cause I don't have any bonus reaction
So
spells.
it fails its wisdom save. Does Aaron?
Nothing happens this turn. Oh, I pushed it far enough that it wouldn't hit Aaron.
Wouldn't hit Aaron. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
It hits the corpse in the cage and he goes. Huh?
The corpse rolls a 1, it runs into the wall.
Well, it's its turn right after you, so it's going
Yeah,
to go ahead.
so
and
roll the
one
d10.
10. Rolling a 4, which is the creature doesn't move or take actions this turn, along with its reaction. Fuck!
You're welcome.
Still holding on to
I
whatever
need
it
your
is charging. It can't do shit. It doesn't move. It can't. It seems to slow down its incantations. Get confused for a
No
little
one
bit.
punch man for you today.
Oh, damn. Fuck me.
Saved your life.
All right.
I'm sorry, Thunderwing or whatever.
Please don't tell me she's the phylactery.
And then
Hey, maybe that'd be cool.
the Lich grabs Thunderwing out of the air and puts her within herself into like where her heart would be, and the ribcage seems to like close off with more lichen-like growth, forming a cage or sort of just contain her within.
Yeah,
You
what
see-
if the fairy's the phylactery?
And then
That's what
like
you said.
at that moment, like, you're right there, Hunter. She's gonna go ahead and hit you with 4 attacks. How many?
1.
1. All right, 11 necrotic damage onto you.
Oh. You
Uh,
think you're doing damage to me, but you're not.
as once again she melds into the wall behind her with the fairy within, and she lets out a brief cry of "Not again!" before she disappears into the wall.
Shit.
And
Opportunity of attack.
sure.
Fuck. Useless. I think something with a +9 to hit would roll
Constructs.
better.
Right. All right. So that is one back.
I missed my +13.
I miss being a flesh giant monster creature that has flame spewing out of its eyes.
Okay, with regular movement, she's going to go ahead and
Yes.
move through the wall with the fairy and end up here, reforming. As she does so, even though she's undead, as she comes out of the wall, you see her like taking a breath or whatever is the equivalent of, in a very like a really fast, as if she can't stay in the wall for too long, essentially.
Okay.
The fairy's still conscious. Okay, Aaron, you can hold your breath with me.
All right.
I don't have to breathe.
Can you move this
Do
guy?
this
Is that part of the spell, or is he
Nope.
just like stationary
I
vigilant?
don't. I'm pretty sure he can't move, but I'll
No,
double
he's
check.
just
It's
stationary.
like you put it like in a doorway or something. Okay.
Yeah,
Vigilance.
it's a guardian. Because it
Or
stays
where
there
the
for a
big
day.
fight's happening.
How long does it
Yeah,
last?
you-
1 hour?
1 day.
1 day. So you can put it during like a
Or
short,
60
short
damage.
rest at the door to guard.
Yeah, one.
I want to make a
sorry, 8
paladin
hours.
next time I'm players, so just so I can experiment with those spells.
8 hours or 60 damage.
Neat.
Clerics are a lot of fun.
All right. We're gonna start with 2 swings of my normal attack.
At net velocity?
22 and a 10.
No, you have advantage. So you got 22.
That's right. So
Correct,
we're
yes.
gonna... Actually, no. We're just gonna roll all 3. So that's the third. So 2 of those
Hits.
and then 1, 2, 3 again for the advantage.
The other.
Um,
Okay.
So we
good
just
enough.
got 2 that hits.
It's the first attack. It's adventurous. After that, the guiding bolt.
Oh,
For
gotcha.
some
All right,
for some
so-
reason, after that, the guiding bolt doesn't help, but that's a level 1 spell.
All right, so 2 anyways. So we're gonna hit with 2. 8 and 8, 16.
What's your 3?
16. Plus your
Oh,
3.
plus my 3. Thank
hit,
you.
to
So
hit.
13.
Oh yeah,
So-
to hit.
Yeah, just a hit. That's all I was worrying about.
17
Because
does
I
not-
missed a couple attacks.
17 does
that were
not hit,
close.
unfortunately, so it's still that. 16. Math. Fuck. Alright. Again, it's on its last leg. It is confused, holding on to whatever that spell in its hand is. But you are essentially cleaving it. It is now goes on down one knee as more of that ichor pulls down, and he looks at you,
Alright.
blood streaking down one of his eyes.
Hasted attack.
Chop, 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 chop.
11 plus 3, 14. Dang it.
Don't worry, I'm gonna heal you.
I mean, I'm still confusing it, so
I'm not so much worried about it. I want to start focusing on the Lich.
yeah.
And starts focusing on you.
That's it. All right, I'm gonna also bonus action second wind.
Okay. How many second wins do you get at level 16? 2, 3?
Just 1.
Didn't you
Really?
use second?
Still just one?
Didn't you?
Yep.
Oh, second win, not the other
Action
one.
search.
Yeah, not action surge. And it's because I'm not level 16 fighter. I'm like 11
Oh right.
fighter with paladin stuff mixed in.
Okay, yeah,
So
that makes sense.
1d10 plus fighter level. 7 plus 11. So that's 18 back.
So you take a breath in, kind of revitalizing yourself. The Lich turns to you and she says, "That's not your air to breathe. That is not
Shut up!
your vitality to experience." As she begins to okay, she can't sap life, that's 2 actions, that's fine. She will attack with her. Alright, 21?
No,
With
24.
with haste, yeah, 24. Okay. Alrighty, that's that. Haste goes down to 4 more turns. Simon.
Hey, Aaron, how you doing? Could you use approximately 70 points of health?
Focus on the Lich.
Heal the Lich for 70 points!
Because I'm gonna cast.
I want another boss fight.
Aaron, you get temporary hit points. You're still within range of...
Yes.
Yeah,
so that
I
reset.
haven't lost him like since
Oh,
the
I
last
got-
time.
Give me HP.
You refresh every time, so if you
I
have...
cast Guiding Bolt on the Lich. Oh,
Nice.
push is thinking to be another high roll. Why would Simon get more than 1 high roll per combat? You know.
How much temp HP do I get?
19. Uh,
Oh, it feels better.
I guess I'll cast another spiritual weapon by the Lich this time.
You just move your spiritual weapon.
You can move your spiritual weapon up to 30 feet, or you can recast it.
Oh.
Because if you move it, you can attack with it. So that's all I'm saying.
Oh,
And
okay.
moving it
Can
from
I
where it's
move?
at, it's like
Where is it?
it's I'll
Oh,
tell you.
It
okay,
doesn't get.
yeah.
I don't think it's floating, so it doesn't get affected by rough terrain.
No,
Right, but
it
do I
doesn't.
have to? I have to roll the hit, so I got a 22.
22 hits, and it's over yonder to the north of.
Bleh. 8
Le
damage.
How come I don't have like a sword or a spiritual weapon?
I don't know, man.
Token.
I'm surprised you can't find a sword token
Among
in
all the
the-
shit I'm buying from the store.
You don't have the ham axe either.
Ooh, axe.
Ham axe works.
Of course I have it. It's right there.
The ham axe.
And just fucking like ham. And it's like
Yes.
axe, yes.
Of course I have it. All right.
The ham axe.
the ham
That
axe.
works.
Yes. All right.
Ooh. Okay, so
That's not
I
even the
forgot
ham
this.
axe version. This is the ham axe version.
Yeah,
That's true.
ham axe.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So that hits for 6 damage.
hmm
You roll a d6.
I'm rolling my temp HP.
Okay. Sorry. So 8 damage. The force damage. Okay,
Yeah, 8
okay.
damage. 8 damage. That's 6
Do it on
plus
the chest.
16.
On
Hit the
back.
chest.
Are you?
Don't hit the fairy.
Hit the chest.
I hit the chest with the hammer, not the axe.
Chip away at the lichen.
You're chipping away at the ribcage. You didn't break it through, but it is chipping away. 8 damage, not enough to break it all together, but yeah. Okay, Urt, follow up. You're still concentrating on some spell, or what's the red
Yeah.
for?
I'm concentrating on the spear. Stupid.
Spear of Stupid?
Yeah, it lasts 1 minute.
The Beam of
1
Light?
minute of stupid. No, 1 minute of stupid.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Confusion.
Confusion.
Yeah.
Fusion.
Just gotta make it.
I
whatever.
said I could get here. I think that was 30. Going around the fire.
Yeah.
But your Earth doesn't have a lot of ranged moves. Because I'm dumb, and all the ranged moves are high spells.
I use my reaction to throw him at the lich.
Can I accept this?
Reaction has to be under conditions, so if you pre-planned it, it would have worked, but I was like, I'm pretty sure you could do that, but like it has to be, yeah. Now, here's a question. Does he rule Wisdom again on his turn to get out of confusion, or no?
Let me just post it again.
Mm-hmm. Is it on each of his turn, or must
At the end of each of his turns, an affected target can make the Wisdom saving throw.
At the end, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
So if you
I
want
have
to just
roll another
roll it,
d10, right?
huh?
it's fine. Just roll the DC to see if it breaks out. No, it's still
I'm rolling
affected.
strength to break out. I can't take actions to break out of fucking grapple.
I'm so
you
strong,
can't
I'm
take the
not
action, dude.
confused.
Yeah.
Take the Wisdom save. There, try that against stupid.
Ooh,
It is still affected by stupid.
nice.
Nice. And does it have to roll that d10 again to determine its behavior because it's each
Yep.
turn?
Each
Yeah.
turn. Give me time to look at something.
Oh wait, yeah. So it rolls a d10 at the beginning of its turn to see if it can take actions. It's rolled 10.
The creature
My
can
turn's
act
not done
and
yet.
move normally.
Can act and move normally. Okay, so it resists.
My turn's not done yet.
What?
I'm not done.
It's its turn.
Yeah,
Right,
but
he-
it was
Yurt
still my
never
turn.
ended his turn.
What?
It was your
Oh, okay.
It's
yeah.
concentration. I don't have
Sorry,
to do
go
anything afterwards.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna move here instead. And Ert's gonna pull out this gross-looking club and club it. Does a 22 hit
Does.
the big pig man?
Nice.
There it goes.
Behold, stinky club.
Behold, 4 damage of bludgeoning, non-magical.
Fury of the Small.
I
Just
don't have
summons
it.
like 20 kobolds out of the ground.
It is a non-magical club, yeah.
Yeah.
2 bludgeoning damage, something.
Bonk.
Bonk. All right. With that, it rolls at the beginning of its turn.
You rolled the 10.
I roll 10. It can act and move normally.
Here we go.
It
Falcon
opens up
punch.
its fists it's still confused, but manages to open up his fist and utter out its mistress's name as it casts a horror nimbus. This.
What?
What the fuck is that word?
Doesn't it have to make the
Scintillating.
strength and wisdom save now?
It can act.
And don't those take actions?
It can still make an action while it's
roll
grappled.
a 10. It can act and move normally.
Yeah. It's got
Grapple doesn't like stop anything.
Grapple does not
Just stops
stop
moving.
it from casting spells. It only reduces its speed to 0.
Right, but I thought it's an action used to escape grapple.
He's
No,
not
he doesn't-
escaping.
He's
just
still
casting.
grappled.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's not restrained.
Well, it's just because I saw the strength save. Up
God
there,
damn it,
so.
Aaron.
Hunter's right.
Stupefy.
Hunter is right. I did roll to strength save against the grapple, which is an action.
That was before your turn is over, so you can retcon it.
Can we just do this for fun, just so he does something before he
Yeah.
dies?
Just do it. Yeah.
All right. This scintillating, multicolored light emits from his fist at each of
Oh, no.
you.
Chromatic herb.
Oh
no,
I
or
think
it
you're
is-
safe. No, you're not. Okay. So each of you, roll me that wisdom save.
All of us?
Yes.
Wisdom save. I should be okay. Fuck!
I'm fine.
I have a plus 10.
everybody-
Get out of here with that
For
shit.
one
I have
reason or
a
another,
+9.
for one reason or another, everybody but Simon are absolutely frightened of this entity within his fist. This entity from beyond, this eldritch thing.
Oh,
that he
don't
summoned
worry,
from
guys.
the
I
thing,
can
yeah.
fix this at the end of
Oh.
your turn, Aaron.
I can't get frightened.
That's a problem, though.
What's your name? Mushrooms cover my eyes
Also,
from being scared.
everybody ate before this, so you don't experience fear.
Yeah,
Oh!
I was smart. One shot,
Oh, yeah.
Hero's Feast. Oh, we're immune to poison, by the way, because of Hero's Feast as well.
Sweet.
Let me just bring it back.
Thank God
up.
we
Let's
didn't
make
long
sure
rest before this fight.
Like-
Refresh.
Tom's
Heroes.
sitting there
Refreshing
angry.
feast for-
Thank God somebody remembered that.
Nothing matters, like, if you have Hero's Feast in this dungeon, does it? Like,
Oh, and we have advantage on our wisdom saving throws.
So,
We
I mean,
also have that increased HP, but we should have already had that on our sheet anyway. So,
the
yeah.
monster's just like,
I think we
roll
lost
like,
that in the
we look at
first-
shit.
and even if we were frightened, on the end of each of your turns, I could end that frightened condition with my 30-foot.
Okay, so we're not frightened. Let's leave it there before we make Tom sad.
oh, I hate that.
My mushroom powers saved me from being scared.
Yes. All right, Xanthoria, go ahead and.
Aaron's full tummy saved him from
Oh man,
Damn, that
Don't
sausage
even
was
care.
good. Oh, what did I miss?
All right.
I don't even care about that big fucking cloud of tentacles. I don't give a shit. I'm
All right.
full.
Lamau.
2 wither attacks for each target next to the emissary of Zaktamoy, the Nefalshi. 2 against Aaron. 15, 28. Only one of those hits.
28 hits.
13 necrotic.
Got it.
2 against our little goblin.
I live. None of those hit.
I live.
Tom's like, fuck off. Being smart.
All right. Cool. Aaron.
Hey, he's actually just going to take all this out for you on your real pain, so I don't need to deal with this anymore.
Yep.
Suddenly an ancient dragon shows up in your campaign. Where did that come from?
Maybe. Ancient green dragon.
Aaron.
Tom's reading. This isn't good.
No, Aaron, it's your turn.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you ended. Okay. So, we got him looking rough. We got her over here. So, if I were to attack... No, I don't want to release this grapple right now. Okay, so we're just going to keep going. We're going to go ahead and hit the pigman. Only one hit. That's going to be a 7.
Yep. Just do math.
Okay. He's still up.
He's still up. Yep. On his last feet, like one knee's already on the ground, the other one's coming down.
Alright. Gonna go ahead and use my hasted action then. 25 longsword.
Yep.
7.
The other knee comes down. You see blood streaming over his eye as the spell dissipates and fails and doesn't do anything. I'm sorry it failed you, mistress. It's still up, but he's getting woozy, confused, and
Alright.
melting away at this point.
Can I do anything else?
Yes.
I've got
This
my bonus
world
action left.
would have been beautiful.
Yeah, like you know what beauty is.
Right?
Thank you.
You ain't so bad yourself. Hey, call me.
Oh, no.
Damn, like 10 psychic damage, dies.
Oh my god.
Alright. I'm gonna leave this guy to you, and I'm gonna go ahead and move over here. I don't know, body block the Lich, even though she can travel through walls.
Hey,
Excuse me,
Dang,
get back here.
22.
I didn't say you can leave.
26 actually hits!
9.
Oh no.
Owie.
Alright. Simon. As
And now regain 22 temporary hit points because that rolled real good.
That's right. Woo!
Savencia, bada bing, bada bow. Guardian
Well.
5th, Simon concentration, that's amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna whack the Lich because I have advantage because she's flanked.
Okay.
Whack.
With defense.
Whack. Wow. Fucking mace sucks. I do nothing. I do attack with my thingy though. Go to weapon. That hits.
That hits.
11.
Plus 15. The rib, you hit for 11, and the rib cage cracks open, the fairy fluttering outwards and fluttering onto
woman.
your feet. Yep.
My feet. That is not a good place to be.
No, I mean, she can barely fly from after that impact, just a little bit woozy from
Fly
it.
into my chest pocket.
Chest pocket.
It's on the way. Yeah, it's where I keep my herbs and spices. For Hero's Feast, but it's empty right now, so you know.
Alright, retaliation
turn.
with it does not do anything for Simon. As Urt, again, Simon, do you have anything else on your turn?
No, that was my turn.
Urt?
Wait, what's Shillelagh? Is Shillelagh concentration?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
No. It's a buff, I think.
1 minute.
I cast Shillelagh on my club.
Why does it have a spell save? It's just a buff.
Oh, it just says spell save DC on anything.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yep. Shall just fungal
Woo.
growth grows on your club. Alright.
What does it do?
It's like D8.
Instead of
Comes
strength
magic.
3 attack, I can use my... Did I already set it up accidentally for that? No, I didn't.
I would have noticed.
Good.
Bonk it.
Yeah, I don't have anything instantly doing. So instead of that plus 5, it's actually a plus 10 to hit.
It hits.
So add 5 extra.
18 meets beats.
Alright. And it is magical.
Magical.
Becomes a D8 as well.
Mm-hmm. So D8 plus your strength for club for damage.
I think my damage is also
Oh, it's also your wisdom because
attack and
Shillelagh-
damage of the melee. Yeah, is wisdom.
That makes sense.
So
You get Shillelagh
D-
for Sabra. Yep.
8. So 7 magical damage.
This thing just got hit with 3 7s.
You bring it down onto its knees and arms. It's still alive. You're beating it upside its stomach, bonking
Oh my
it.
god.
It's- It would have been beautiful. Still
I
fucking-
agree.
yeah. I'm so sorry.
I love mushrooms, but I also love people being alive and normal.
Right. Hey, it's its turn. So it rolls a
Roll a
D10.
D10.
D10
Oh, wait, did you do the wisdom save from last turn?
for.
For breaking out of being at the end of its turn?
I did not. 7. So
It's okay. Well, it still rolled a 9, so it
and
can do whatever it wants.
yeah, still on it though. All right. I'm Oh, it's not grappled anymore.
No.
Okay.
Damn
It's
it.
being wailed on. I don't have a bunch of things right now.
Can I make 3 attacks? One with its bite and one with its claw. Okay. I'm just reading. Okay. 2 hit grapple. 20 hits.
Yes.
Instead of dealing damage, he grapples you into his grasp.
Oh, thank God, I don't have the concentration.
Hold up. And for the second time in this one shot, you get yeeted across the room.
Damn it.
And he just picks you up, looks at you, and he's like, "I like you." You're still like bashing his fist with your like, "Yeah, you have sass, you." All right, and he yeets you into the fire. So I'm gonna have you just roll me that Constitution saving throw against the fire and see if you receive fire damage.
Wait, we learned mushrooms are fireproof last round.
But they're also not.
But they're also very combustible in the movie, so you don't take fire damage as you roll, and you end up like it's gonna toss you. I'm gonna just roll to see how far it tosses you. Yeah, it's gonna toss you like 25 feet. You were like here, like let's say like here.
Right. Oof.
Yeah. Two back.
Don't worry though, you had temporary HP.
I did.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's gonna get
Also
up
very soft.
and shaking off the confusion, and it's gonna go ahead and try and defend its mistress.
Do I take damage from being eaten?
Yeah, let's say it's like bludgeoning damage from just falling to the ground, like it's like minor
Alright.
damage again, like 2. You want to roll that
Well-
that DC 10 concentration check, Constitution, to see if you're still holding
Yes.
on to confusion. All right, and it's gonna attempt to do a bite and claw attack against you, Aaron, as it charges forward.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah,
Both hit.
desperate last like.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Jesus
don't
Christ.
worry. I can recover you from this. This is what the temporary HP is for. You see?
Hold up. I gotta do math. that's real bad. Okay, no, we're
Holy shit!
Oh, and bashes, and you just see Aaron take he's boots off the ground, gets smashed against the rock face of the
Like fucking
wall.
Frodo getting stabbed by the troll.
I'm gonna say your magical weapon's still here. I'm just gonna put him here for the sake of just how much space it is occupying.
Y'all, Aaron's looking real rough.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry, I can fix that.
Roll the wisdom save, sorry, again. If his turn is over.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's on a knee.
This guy's
He's got
like,
this thing biting into him.
He's
I got
still
3
stupid.
HP left, motherfuckers. 77 damage.
I am gonna punch you in the face in the next
11
round.
doesn't do it probably. Alright, Xanthoria, at the end of its turn, because she has legendary actions now, is gonna go ahead and look at the pinned Aaron at the wall, extend out a hand and say, "Your vitality is mine now." As she
Hopefully
Right.
it's not.
does you roll me a DC 19 Constitution.
Come on.
Okay, come on, Aaron. This is what you're built for. No!
You take
first time that
11
move is hit.
necrotic damage. As,
Okay.
as a stream of vitality streams into her hand, into her.
He's
into
he's
her
up,
grasp.
but he's looking less good than he was before.
As the divine life force seeps into her, gets corrupted, and becomes more of her essence, you see some of the mushrooms begin to regrow, and her lichen begins to heal her up a little bit, and she stands up straighter. And all the while, as she's doing that, the Thunderwing that's at Hunter's like boost right now shivers and shudders, and her wings curl inwards as if she's in pain, and the entire cave seems to react and undulate outwards. For 11 healing. Okay. That is the end of her legendary action as she begins her turn after Dunjack.
Oh no!
Right? Do what a BBG would do. So Wither on Aaron.
That hits.
Wither on Aaron.
That hits as well.
Why? He just wants to kill that
Aaron-
one person.
Is down.
Aaron is
No.
down.
Where are all my healing spells? Fucking actions? Ah!
Wither on Aaron.
No.
My AC
What does that
is
do to dead things?
actually haste. Well, anyways, it does not hit.
It's
But
advantage.
now that I'm
dead people.
unconscious, haste and shield of faith go away, right?
Yes, and also it's advantage on dead.
Oh, yeah, an advantage. So roll it again.
So it's a 22 to hit.
Oh, it's 20. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that hits. So that's 2 automatic death saving throws failed.
Don't worry, I got this.
I'm getting deja vu vibes to Neves. He's within 5 feet of me, unconscious, and I still have 1 more attack left. And they're automatic successes because unconscious within 5 feet of a melee attack.
Get your hands off
Do what
me,
the
bitch.
enemy would do.
I got your fairy.
No, she's got the fairy.
No, the fairy's on my foot.
Do I have any reaction?
Do it up.
Joe,
Aaron's invested in this.
Joe, in retrospect, DM feels really, really sorry, but Lich does not.
Lich doesn't. Make it happen.
Dude, I can't
Maybe
heal you
maybe
back.
she'll get nat ones.
She got a natural 1, but it's an advantage.
It's
That's-
advantage.
That's
14. That doesn't hit though.
DM is clinging to, like, if that was like 2 natural ones, I was like, I would have allowed it to fail. Like, no, unfortunately, as she reaches
Aaron
out,
weakly flips off the Lich.
she grabs your
No.
middle finger and begins to wither it away, cackling. All the while, I was like,
Doesn't it?
I will have you return.
Don't worry, I have reincarnate.
You're right, level 16, I don't give a shit. This entire thing was bullshit. Fucking Joe died.
I was gonna say, even if I die, I'm gonna come back up. I must just have to sit out for a little
We
bit.
got level 16.
Aaron is dead. Haste is
okay.
dead.
Oh,
Simon.
In retrospective, I have nothing to bring Aaron back.
I do.
Well, so I'm still unconscious, right? Because you got me down to the 2 fails.
You're unconscious
this
within
last
melee
one.
range. She's hitting you with attacks, automatically succeeding, and every attack is
Oh,
2 failed.
Automatically
auto.
succeed.
Yeah.
Okay,
Automatically
no, yeah,
succeeds
I thought
at
it was
melee
a-
range. 2 death saves, and then 2 is another one. I literally killed Nevis the exact same way like 2 sessions ago, one of our players, and I was like, this feels terrible, but this is literally the game. You can die like that.
Yep. Aaron dead.
Aaron is yeah.
Oh,
My first death in a campaign
All right.
ever.
Technically a 1-shot.
true.
Yeah.
You're supposed to die in these.
First death in D&D.
All right. DM feels terrible, but Lich feels awesome.
I've succeeded, especially after all the shit rolls I've been having.
Yeah.
I cast Word of Radiance.
I like that cantrip.
All right. Guys, we're just saying throw on who? Who are you
Both of
guessing
them.
at? Both of
Each
them.
creature that I can
It's
see
an
with the
AoE.
brain.
Nice. So
Cantrip AoE. So good.
Nefalshi con save is 27.
Jesus,
God
take
damn.
it.
It's a cantrip. I don't expect that. At 14 against Lich, I think she fails that.
He takes 9 damage.
Lich takes 9 damage.
Radiant.
And while the pigman's distracted, I hit him with spiritual weapon as a bonus action. I got a natural 1, so it doesn't hit, because why would it?
30. I'm doing math. I don't know why this one is hard on me.
Please
Damn.
revive me before the pigman eats me.
He's got 3 HP.
Spiritual weapon
He's got
misses.
Yes.
But
I'm moving behind Pigman. Does Fairy come with me? She's on my boot.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Because
Oh, I must have missed something when I stood up.
She's not in combat. Yeah, he shattered the ribcage of the Lich and freed her, and she fell on his boot. I'm gonna say she's not combative. She's not in combat, but she clings. She uses her action by clinging onto your boot, and she comes with you. Lich opportunity attacks, but that's about it. 15.
Doesn't hit.
Yep. Ert.
5, 10, 20. All right, 25. I'm gonna run and and bonk with my
Gets
shillelagh stick.
yeeted. I wasn't done with you yet. Give that guy a promotion.
Plus 10. Sorry, add 5 to that. So does 27 hit?
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't care. How do you want to do this? I don't
Fuck.
want to see the damage. I already know. I see the modifier. The modifier is more than the HP. Yeah, you just you just turn around.
I was gonna bonk the head and make it very anticlimactic. He just falls, dies.
Good fight.
It dies before you hit it.
Yeah.
It dies from me yelling at it because it's just like a fuck.
So as you bonk it, he like staggers about, goes unconscious, and is beginning to like a tree falling onto you kind of thing. Like he begins to fall onto you.
Ah.
But before he even reaches the ground, he just turns into all Ecor. Just all Ecor. Just splashes on you everywhere.
I can't get poisoned at least.
The Ecor pool seeps into the ground, and you know where he's returning to. All right.
Yep. I drop concentration because I killed the guy. And I can't really move a dumb thing. It doesn't say you can move the sphere of
No,
dumbing.
that would be Hex. Hex
Yeah,
moves.
so.
Yeah. That's the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn. I'm going to hold my stick up against the lich.
Victoria!
I was going more out of fear against the lich. I gotta help people.
The lich takes the middle finger of Aaron, snaps it off because now it's all withered, and like consumes it.
You.
That's not what liches do.
That's a lie, because if I die, I'm going to be a mushroom. A better mushroom.
You don't say. So let's expedite that. Sap. DC 19 Constitution save. So.
Oh,
Death.
Please.
Oh no!
This is where it starts going bad.
17
Yep.
necrotic. That again, her fatality returns to her. Your mushrooms are my mushrooms now.
No! My mushrooms!
All right. This is where shit hits the fan. Xanthoria Storin. Tyrion.
Tyrion.
Divide it up to each. Where was that? 2 natural ones a turn ago. 14 does not hit the druid, goblin, and our cleric. 28 and 20.
Both.
Both hit. The
No.
other hits for a total of
25.
35.
35.
Did I type that wrong?
What?
No, I typed it wrong.
It should be 25.
Yes, I felt that. Yes, 25.
25? 25.
Necrotic damage.
I take 3 damage.
Fuck off.
Is Twilight
Oh,
concentration, or is it just like, fuck you, DM, I have HP for days?
It's fuck you, D. It's until I die
Fair enough.
or lose consciousness. And but it lasts for 1 minute. Has it been 1 minute yet? Because I can cast it again.
It's 2 more turns till 1 minute, because I was counting
nice.
haste. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Don't forget to re-up
Oh,
your hit points. Yes,
No,
it's
it's
my
not your
turn
turn.
now.
Xanthoria spreads her arms out and points toward your friend. It's like, one last chance. Join willingly. Or join unwillingly. Jeez,
Probably unwillingly.
Out of question, if it's willingly, do we still turn to the mushrooms?
I mean, I like that, but at the same time.
Alright, Sam.
Do I retain my free will? Oh.
I mean, I'm fine if it's a mushroom, but
I would haunt your asses so much.
I'm
we
haunted
would
by
need to do another one shot where it's just Aaron haunting your asses.
Hey, Yurt, how you doing?
I'm fine, in all honesty. I'm more than half.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try to hit this thing. Hit.
Aaron, how are you doing?
Do it.
Fucking gets engulfed by mycelium and shit all the while.
Does a 19 hit?
A 19 does not.
Fucking useless. Okay, mass healing word at level 4.
If only I was just unconscious.
If only I would.
If only you weren't dead.
How I know a DM who's literally like, if you don't clear the dungeon from all the if you don't clear the dungeon from all the monsters during the final boss fight, all the monsters make their way toward the boss room.
That's so dumb.
It's so dumb, and like I'm like, if that happens now, that's like.
That's
I was gonna say, how do you clear all the mushrooms? Don't they deal psychic damage when you hit them? Like
Right.
murder your entire party.
You
I'll answer that at the end of this.
orbit.
Yeah.
End turn, and I will re-roll my
Okay.
How is she looking?
So
21.
Urt, you
by
also
the
get
way.
healed by Mass Heal Ward, yeah?
Yeah, I got
Yes.
that.
Okay, cool.
How is she looking?
She's bloodied. She was dying, but with each sapping of life, she's regaining back her vitality.
I'm sorry, man. I can't seem to land a
Third.
fucking
Third way
attack.
down.
That's fine. I don't have to. Yes, I am going to.
How is she looking? Like she's gonna win.
I'm gonna run up and pull out my tuning fork. I'm gonna try to plane shift her.
Oh, her. Okay. I was like, you're gonna leave me.
She has to make, and it's tuned to limbo. The things are out of joint, making noises. She has to make a.
Oh yeah, what am I rolling?
Charisma saving throw?
Charisma?
I think it's charisma. Yeah, charisma saving throw.
16 versus.
She fails. She is teleported to limbo.
I will return. Yeah, I will. And then teleports.
She's probably gonna return. I have a couple minutes. I run over to the dead body and reincarnate.
Okay.
It's not
an
even
hour.
Aaron. It's the dead body.
And in that hour, I grab as much of useful stuff from that
Hold
table.
up, Howard. Chill. I didn't say we're out of initiative.
Fuck.
I'm just kidding. I'm just like, I love it like the golf, like in that hour. Like, but yeah.
Oh my god, I might not even come back as myself.
No,
Nope.
you could be a fucking hobgoblin.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
I'm sorry, but
You could be a snake lady.
It's better than being dead.
yep. All right.
Oh, I see. Casting time is 1 hour. All right, so you take your time to take the. That's why you said not 1 hour. Okay.
Yo, I want to see that dice roll.
My last rare stuff, because I'm just doing.
Aaron appreciates it.
How long does the banishment last? Or is it just? Oh, it's just instantaneous. Okay.
Yeah, so she has plane shift, which is why I didn't want to use it on a high level, fucking spellcaster so early.
You don't know what she has.
Exactly, but I know she's a spellcaster. That's all.
She didn't
Used
have
to be a
counterspell,
wizard.
that's all
Okay,
that
so
matters.
it's just travel. Okay. Yeah. You look about. The cave seems to not react anymore, not to be undulating or alive. It seems to go dormant as the lich dissipates away. You dig out your companion from Mycelium. We're casting Reincarnate. Touching
It's gonna happen.
The human, provided that the creature has
Roll
been
that
no longer
D100.
10 days spell forms. Are you willing or not? Are you willing to come back or not, first of all?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, okay. The magical fusion of a new body or the creature to inhabit, which like to cause the creature race. Roll me a D100.
Okay.
It's literally just you change race.
Yeah.
What do we got?
53.
3?
No.
You're a-
no.
You're a rock
half
elf.
elf.
Yeah.
No, you're half elf. Half elf.
Half elf. Okay.
Half elf.
Half elf. Alright.
All right.
So it's just Aaron with pointy ears.
Yeah. A little prettier, pointy ears.
Female.
Do I lose my variant stuff, don't I?
Yes.
Yep.
Fuck. Okay.
Right.
You
Yeah.
get whatever half elves get.
Some readjusting. I have dark vision now, right?
Yeah,
Half elves
Seems
at dark vision?
I think so.
Maybe. You also can meditate instead of sleep now too.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'll work.
That's too funny. I'm sorry, but yeah, you're back.
I sit up. Why do my ears feel weird?
You're a half elf now.
You should look at that water. You should stand up and
The green water. You look like a tall goblin.
Jump. I'm tall. I like to think now that I'm shorter and thinner than I was before, so my armor's kind of like
A
shaking
little
a bit.
loppy.
It's like, it's better than being dead.
And his soul was free, correct? It wasn't taken by what's her face.
He's here. He's you've resurrected him eventually. Sorry, I'm reading Limbo. Give me a moment.
Gets
Forget
eaten by
what
an
happens
astral
in Limbo.
dreadnought.
This shit happens in Limbo. Because Limbo's a fucked up place.
Do we still get the XP if the Lich dies on a different plane?
What if she becomes a pineapple?
Oh my god.
You
What if she comes
get
back
an
with
XP
a-
for pineapple.
Do I get all HP back with the reincarnation? Or am I just at 1?
Yeah, probably.
Resurrection sickness applies to reincarnation, I believe.
I don't have resurrection.
Okay.
So.
How about this? We'll handle it if it becomes irrelevant. You are alive.
Okay.
Feeling, I mean, as one would feel from just having died and came back.
Alright. I'm going to stick with 1 HP then.
Woo!
I heal you for 70 HP.
Okay, I'll go to 71 HP. Figure out what my skill is.
She just like teleports. Fuck! Just floating in limbo or something.
So on that note,
So should we start?
our life experience, it returns the capabilities in hand in its original form.
You
So
just,
does that
I'm
mean
just
you
looking at
keep your-
memory-wise, he
That's
still remembers his
resurrected.
previous. Yeah.
Does that mean he keeps his variant things?
No.
No.
Oh, original
it's
race
racial
when you want to
traits.
change its racial traits.
I'm
Okay.
just looking for memory-wise. All right. All right. With the Lich
Alright.
seemingly defeated, you find in that hour that you cast reincarnation, whoever takes a look
I'll
around
do it.
the
I got
room-
19 passive
Yeah,
perception.
with your that's why I'm describing it, not even having you roll. It's you just find the last few pages of her notes among her possessions. They detail her growing obsession with undead and her success at turning Thunderwig indeed into her phylactery.
Ah. So we could just kill Thunderwing.
Hey,
Thunderwing.
Thunderwing.
You can do what?
Or we could keep her.
Listen, so your friend turned you into the thing that binds their ethereal eternal being to be able to come back and do bad things.
Oh my!
Yeah. I have no idea. Do I get any insight into what we could do to unphylactrify a live being?
The process is irreversible until the Lich is dead. Essentially, the only way to make a phylactery no longer a phylactery is to
Kill a witch. Doesn't the phylactery stay a phylactery?
Hmm?
Isn't that the whole point of the phylactery? Is like it's the phylactery for eternum.
What are you talking about?
Well, you kill the lich, right?
I'm
And if you
looking up
can't-
what happens if it's in the phylactery.
Yeah.
Why are you looking up shit? But
I just want to look up what happens
You don't know.
if a lich is far away. Like, can
If
it
a-
be in a different realm?
a lich, yeah, can be in a different realm.
Yeah.
If a lich dies, the phylactery forms a
Okay.
lich within a certain time and continues being a phylactery. The process of turning a phylactery into a mundane object is, I believe, not possible unless you have some really, really strong magics. But that's
Hey,
like level 13
we know people
spells
with
I don't
really-
know about.
we
Yeah,
know
we
people
know a
with really
place.
strong magics.
Time to give the artifact, which is the girl
Also, all this research notes and
and the
liquid
poison itself.
poison
Yeah, the vials.
that I'm
Yeah.
going to shove into the most secure container I have on me, which is my
And we will
prayer
shove it.
box.
What happens if the lich becomes a pineapple? Is it still technically a pineapple lich?
I'm gonna reincarnate. But it,
Will it reincarnate itself into a lich where its phylactery is?
the lich pineapple.
Is turning into a pineapple something that can happen in Limbo?
Yes.
Among
I have
other
no
things.
fucking clue. All I know is that
Um,
it's chaotic.
But before we get out of the dungeon, would you all mind if we spend a day and I hollow the Fey portal area?
Hallow.
Yeah, if I make it hallow ground.
Better question. Let's start moving there and see what Tom says.
Okay, that makes sense. Onwards.
We have gotten everything we need.
Thunderwig is on the table with like her wings down in absolute horrid information that she's reading and Hunter just revealed to her.
Oh,
Yeah,
don't
you're fine.
worry about it. We're gonna take you to the top specialist in the whole world.
Yeah, we're gonna bring you to mages that know more than us,
Because none of us are mages.
or
Aaron will
smart.
hold out his hand. We'll get you fixed. Don't worry.
Yes, we'll figure something out. If not, we'll beat her ass again.
Yeah, we'll go to Limbo. We'll tame an astral dreadnought.
That's not in limbo. That's the astral plane.
We'll take one from the astral plane into Limbo. I don't have to
Or
breathe,
we
so I
can
can go
kill
into
you
space.
right here, right now. That's an option. If you really want that. I don't
It's
want to
not
do
an
it.
option.
I don't want to do it, but that's an option. Even if Aaron says it's not an option.
It's not an option.
She just
Do
wanted.
you want to be alive?
She just wanted to read the surround forest from undead. I don't understand how it got this far.
Oh, well, she dabbled with an abyssal god and got corrupted with infinite maddening knowledge.
Yamocha.
Speaking of which,
Not
I see
Yamocha.
faces in the walls, guys. I'm not a big fan of this. Like, shifting faces.
You're still seeing those?
Pretty sure. Hard to tell. But
Sometimes you become a monster to try to get rid of monsters.
I was already a monster. What are you talking
Not
about?
you, the Lich lady.
Oh. Well,
I'll
she
hold out
did.
my hand to Thunderwing again. Come on.
She climbs onto it, very melancholic-like, but still processing the information on hand.
Yeah.
You
Let's
gotta
go
be
to the
cruel
portal.
to be kind in the right measures.
You
Cruel
seem-
to be kind.
You
It's a very
seem
design.
different.
I feel different. Lot happened in the past minute.
I plane shifted the Lich, and then I brought you back alive.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing is he doesn't know what happened to the Lich. I can't believe you guys defeated her by yourselves.
Yeah, definitely defeated her.
Totally gonna have to come back with some kind of a bomb and blow this place up.
Or burn it.
Both.
Except for that weird white trees in the back corner. That can go fuck itself and live there forever.
That
Right.
has gotten closer
Oops.
to the
Where are
door.
you guys?
We're in the hallway to the south.
So as you take the lead hunter, you see the two beasts are already in process of climbing down the sides of the wall and toward you guys.
Oh,
Slowly
God.
sinking.
It's a good thing I have
Something's-
Guardian of Faith.
Something is still
Distract them.
controlling
What are they
them.
doing?
They're climbing
Oh,
down the
controlling.
sides of the walls and the ceiling.
But they're going through the fog? No.
They're not going through the floor. They're not touching the floor. The floor is lava. They're going on the ceiling and the walls. And
Floor is
toward
lava.
the door.
If I magnify gravity, could I knock them off the ceiling?
You can certainly try.
Magnify gravity.
What does the spell description say?
Oh, sorry. One of those meets, the other does not.
If one of those falls off the ceiling, the other one is still clinging onto the wall. As it falls 20 feet, the bludgeoning crunch releases a few of its parasites on the floor, but it manages to
It has half speed now
flip itself
until the
over.
end of its next turn.
Okay.
And that one takes half as much. I have to roll 2d8. So it takes 15 force. So the other one takes half.
I guess this.
Cool. I fly, and I grab yurts and flip.
Yeah. Where'd you go?
Around the
Up,
corner.
up on the ledge.
Okay.
What about new Aaron?
I can go get new Aaron.
Do an improvement.
Yeah. I will. I'll do my jump again.
When it gets
I'm back. I can fly you.
I mean, I guess you can probably carry me now since I probably weigh about 50 pounds less.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Yep. Help if I clicked on my token. Carry me.
Do you think these things take poison damage?
I have no idea.
They have maggots. I'm assuming they will. Let's just. Actually, no. I don't know if I could cast that, or else it'll hurt you going through it. Actually, yes, I can. Okay. I will cast Cloud Kill. I will cast it over here.
So the one that's slowed on the ground rolls a 15 to save, failing. As the crowd kill begins to spread around it, you see the living maggot-like parasites die off, and some of its flesh become blackened. The poison, but it keeps its advance all the while. The other one saves against it, taking just a half damage, right?
Yes. Half as much, yeah.
Okay. As the cloud begins to spread outwards, the whole area intermixing with the fog. Out of it, the second bit here charges forward at full speed on the wall toward where Aaron and Hunter are currently at the doorstep, as well as Thunderwing. Seems that these creatures are still under the control of some entity or another. With that, you see both of them open their parasite-infested maws and each cast a lightning breath onto the doorway. One is in the vicinity of where our goblin is at. Can I make me a DC 16 dexterity save? The other one is where Hunter and Aaron is at. Also DC 16 dexterity save, please.
Come on. Dang it.
You suffer that.
I made it.
66 or 12d10.
Let me roll it.
Oh, I succeed because I got +2 because of my shield master, and
Oh, you
for
got the
anything
base.
that's halved,
That's pretty fun.
I take 0.
Okay. Neat. 33 if you succeed. 16 dexterity save. Otherwise, you take the full brunt of that 66 lightning damage as they continue their advance forward, with Xanthoria's guard minions advancing, and the whole cave once again coming back into life, and it seems to undulate. It is Aaron's turn.
All right, so we're actually in initiative order in this.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can like jump off me if you
I'm
want.
gonna. I allow actions for each and intermixing because you all are like one initiative after the other, and they don't
Right.
have legendary actions, so like the whole group can act as one kind of thing.
Okay. Let's see. So from where I'm at with the cave mouth, can I see the platform and try to make that jump, or is that around the corner?
It's around the corner.
It's technically around the corner.
You can still see your footprints where you landed beforehand on the lower plateau.
If we're in the same initiative, since you're by me, I can just fly us there, right?
Yeah.
I just want to see the 2 tokens is all.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to ready an attack as a reaction if the one in front of us gets too close while we're flying.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Take us away.
You managed to stay.
I'm going to measure this so that's here.
Go ahead and
And then
roll your
I'll
prepared
go
action because it does
here.
attack. It has a 10-foot reach.
Okie
22 to hit.
We
with
managed to get
13 piercing
like
toward you,
here, I
Aaron.
think.
All right. 22, you said?
22.
That does hit. 13. So I'll roll 24.
Okay.
With 5.
They continue your chase as you fly away. As Simon takes you away, you and Thunderwing, to the other side of the cave.
And while we're here, I will
Sure.
cast Guardian of Faith right here.
Okay. With the Guardian of Faith there, they pursue but are stopped by it. Essentially occupied trying to bite at it while it's attacking them, giving you a chance to run away into the cave opening or wherever.
All right, you
Right.
two. You three, we have to go now.
Do we head to the exit or do we head to the mush?
I don't think we'll have 24 hours. Perhaps we can
Come back later.
persuade someone to give us a cleansing team to come with us.
We're gonna need quite a lot to face whatever's left in this cave.
I'm sure the college can spare some high-level fire mages. Let's go.
We start leaving.
Run away!
Do you make it all the way to the exit without stopping anywhere else?
Yeah, we're just heading straight to the exit, right?
I'll try to free the orc guy. Does the thingy on count as a construct?
Isn't he dead?
Oh, is he dead?
Plus it's psychic damage or whatever.
Oh,
He is in the same state as you found him before, crying out for help. He's been experiencing pain this entire boss fight, and you can kind of see the fallout from that as he's exhausted. With Lich not being apparently in the cave, the mycelium around him seems to be lax, only reacting to your movement. But
Yeah.
Whether he's alive or dead is kind of hard to tell. He's kind of like
Let's try to get him out then if
the
it's
crew
lax.
of the Dutchman.
I'll try and rip them out.
I will assist you and give you advantage by help.
Go, strong man, go.
Athletics or strength?
I'm going back to. It is a DC 20 athletics check if you were trying to cut the mycelium or otherwise.
27.
Right. You do manage to cut him loose. Some of it still clings to his flesh, replacing parts of his body, and as it begins to kind of shrivel and die off, he becomes weaker, but he's still breathing. Ragged breaths.
I'll sling him over my shoulders.
And the other one?
He died, I think, when we first tried to free him in the first campaign, or the first one shot.
I see. All right. Then
I'll cast Cure Wounds on the dead guy who's doing that. Just to make sure he's okay.
On which gun? The
The guy we just pulled out.
Okay, sure. It manages to keep him sleeping into unconsciousness, more or less. Nonetheless, you see parts of his body like that have worked their way into begins to kind of shrivel away, no longer connected to the source that was feeding them.
If only I had
He
regenerate.
will need like serious medical work to be sustained in life. But he's
Well, regenerate spell.
right. He's alive for now.
What's the
Right.
spell slot? What's the spell slot to a level 20 wizard just chilling in a college, not doing much?
It's true. All right,
A rare
let's
book.
We already paid that price. Let's go.
All right. You exit the cave entrance, eventually coming to the fresh air and sunlight outside. The rock still there, awaiting your return. I'm assuming.
Oh, it has diarrhea.
There was a mound of shit clogging half of the doorway out.
It takes you a few days to return back to Candlekeep with your Xanthoria's research notes and all that, as well as Thunderwing. Where do you wish to head? I'll pretty much expedite this.
Whoever can do the research. But first, we need to drop off the ferry into some kind of containment field.
Well, first let's bring the guy to the medical place.
Oh, well, I mean, I was just thinking the thing that could birth a lich in an unspecified amount of time.
Gonna birth a lich in the middle of a fucking town of wizards.
I mean, yeah, okay, we'll drop off
And
the
there's
guy.
no mushrooms for
We'll
her to
drop
go
off
in.
the poor armless dude.
Plus, we could also split up. Like, I can go drop the armless dude off, and you guys go do that.
Yeah. Sounds good.
So yeah, let's go visit the specialist.
Sure. Upon your return to Candlekeep, you find Zilith, the elven researcher, who is eager to hear the tale of your harrowing experience. Those of you who informed Zilith that Xanthoria has been banished, destroyed, whatever it is you tell her, obviously she's thankful for your efforts, but I'm assuming you guys tell her about the phylactery situation.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly she's disturbed by that information, and this is far from over. Whether Xanthoria is still alive or is dead and returning, the plague will continue to spread, and she will return. What do? You still have the conundrum with the phylactery. What do you wish to do with it?
Do you have no one here that specializes in unholy magic
Or containment. Or
or containment?
What we know,
some way to.
what we know of containment is we can keep this creature beneath the cellars of Candlekeep forevermore, but the lich will return, and the plague
What
will
if,
continue spreading.
What if you killed it and then
Then that will
resur-
destroy
and
the
then-
phylactery.
and then- but would it destroy the creature?
That's what killing is.
Yes, but like I'm
Would it
sorry,
stop
Aaron,
the
what
spread
did we do to you?
if
Did
the
we
lich dies?
I would
did
imagine
we
so.
reincarnate you? What if we reincarnated them after killing them?
Fuck around, find out. I don't know.
All right.
I mean,
Alright,
she seems very doubtful that anything but the destruction of the fairy's body will do.
So we're
Yeah.
confident
You don't
that
you don't need a body to reincarnate.
I need a body to reincarnate.
Does it need a body?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you just can't pull a soul out of nowhere. It
It
just
took us a couple days. I have an idea. I will ask Helm for help.
Go.
Again,
Ask him.
make an inquiry.
Wait, I must wait 7 days. I wait the specified amount of time.
So while we're waiting for the divine intervention,
Okay.
Yeah, so while he waits for the
double check
dine,
with
I'm going
the-
to read the book about the mushrooms for fun.
the specialist. So we're confident that if the lich dies, the phylactery is destroyed, the plague goes with it.
I would
Is she
imagine
what's
so.
tying it?
I
We
mean, it's
never went
really
to the
impossible
basement.
for her to know for sure, but she's very certain that that's the case. Yes.
What if
We never did go to the basement.
the
No, we didn't
phylactery
go to that basement.
was moved to another location, to another plane?
I would imagine that once Xanthoria returns, she will continue her research elsewhere.
Continue the plague.
Interesting. We do have a liquid form of the plague, if that's helpful.
Can we fashion an antidote?
Anyways,
Magic acts as an antidote, but unfortunately the plague is spreading too fast for us to apply it. We are able to contain it in certain parts of the land with said antidotes and magic, but this will take over the entire world essentially if we don't hurry.
Okay. How many days do you have before your next divine intervention between travel and
it
now?
took us 3 days to get here.
A couple, yeah.
5 or 6, depending on how long it took us to get here. Oh, sorry. No, I don't have to wait 7 days. I can use it until the deity does something.
Link in the chat and we won't have any like confusions about that, right?
Yeah, I just have to use an action.
Roll low.
Helm,
Whoa.
I know part of you doesn't like me because I am half vampire and I've done poor things in life. But this poor fairy does not deserve such a gruesome fate to save everyone. It would be very appreciative of someone who worships you and serves you unwaveringly for eternity as I do not die, if you were to help us save this fairy and stop the plague. That would be handy.
Imploring your deity's aid, you describe distances you require. Roll me a 1d100.
Yes!
What do you ask your deity to do?
Return it to normal.
It is
Unphylactrify the
the
fairy.
effect of any cleric spell or cleric demel spell would be appropriate.
What's like a level 9th cleric spell?
I need something specific, man.
I'm
You
gonna
get
look up
wish.
spells for fun.
Give me the means to stop the plague without killing the fairy that is the phylactery.
Okay, I'm gonna look up cleric spells then. I guess.
I'm looking at them and I don't know.
Thanks. Gate, mass heal, true resurrection, astral projection. True resurrection requires. Been dead for long. Touch creature requires a body. True soul is free and willing.
It lifts any curses, but is the phylactery a curse?
Which lifts any curses is what?
True resurrection.
True resurrection. is what I'm
Does it
looking at.
require that person's body, or just a body? Because if we could capture the fairy's soul and move it into something else,
So
and
You
then
touch a creature that has been no dead, and you bring its soul back.
I see.
So it has to be hers.
the spell can even provide a new body if the original no longer exists, in which you can speak
Oh.
the creature's name. With your prayer and understanding what the undergoing.
Oh, I just smite the fucking bitch, make her disappear, and then she reforms.
Yeah, the fucking
Badass.
lightning just, and then oh, it's back.
With realizing what it is undertaking right now, Thunderwake seems terrified, understanding that she must first die and be resurrected and cleansed from the curse. I mean, death is scary. I'm gonna say this: you are at a crossroads here. Using the information, armed information about Xanthoria's phylactery and Thunderwake, to say anything to persuade her to sacrifice herself for the greater good.
So
You come back
Oh.
to life afterwards.
I'll hold out my hand to her again. See if she'll land in it.
I can go with you. Let's die.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna.
Suicide pact. Let's go.
Let's
another
kill ourselves
adventure.
together.
I
It's
just
just
went.
another adventure for me.
I just went through this.
You did.
It was. It wasn't scary. It didn't hurt. It was like falling asleep.
Like falling asleep.
So
Smiles.
just closing your eyes, take a nice rest, and we will bring you back, even if I have to come after you myself.
Ooh, roll me persuasion with advantage.
Persuasion with advantage. Got it.
Thank you.
Now, if this was Slugkish, that knife would have been in the.
Yeah. It's like, oh, kill myself. Dead.
And hold on 1 second. I got maybe one more thing I can do with.
She cry. What are you smiling about? Ha! Perfect.
Right. It's great. Thunderwig lets out a deep sigh for flying up and giving you like a little kiss on the forehead. Even the ones she doesn't bond with or like very much, still a little kiss goodbye. And finally she approaches you and lands back on your palm and lies down in your open hand, shivers slightly, and just expires. Just grows dim and cold. What do you do?
I'm gonna look at Simon and be like, "Your god better get in action right now."
I commence. I got this. I got this, guys. I got everything for this.
I got
So,
one use of commanding presence that I haven't used this entire thing. I will
Wow.
use it on a god.
While you have been talking to her, I have set up every sensor in my possession and everything I have. There is so much fucking smoke in the air. You're not sure what's happening. Okay, everything.
That's why she
every
expired.
Every holy artifact on me is oath. I got the moon. I got the mace. It's here.
Your spirit guardian is behind you,
The
holding
spirit guardian's behind me. It's
arrows.
holding a sword. Everything is here. I summoned a celestial because we had a long west. We're good. Everything's ready for this. Friends, I know it's hurt to seem that as someone who is undying and was born into this world through unholy matrimony may be a cleric, but I would ask you to join me and anyone else who is here in a prayer for Thunderwing. Not because they have merely passed, but because we must honor them for their undoubtful sacrifice. Because even though my deity said they would intervene, we must hope that they follow through. And we follow through in faith. So please join me in a prayer.
Aaron will clutch his holy symbol while he's doing that, sending his own prayers to Baldre. He doesn't have divine intervention, but he's been through some shit for her, so he's hoping.
I'll hold a good mushroom up, even though all this shit
My
is
best
mushroom based.
mushroom.
We've come together to stop the fungal infestation of our world and the gradual rot and
Bad
decay.
fungal.
Yes, bad fungal infection.
Oh, MTC.
And it is in this case that Helm's light has provided us a light in the darkness. Many times it served us in our fight against the nasty Lich and her abyssal companions.
Aaron fondles one of his new ears thinking about it.
Many times our holy magics and our divine power has saved us and provided friends a second chance at life. The darkness is ever approaching. It is often darkest just before the sun comes up. It is our duty as watchers to protect those in the dark, and it is Thunderwing's sacrifice that will protect the whole of our world and society. It is in this case that we pray to Helm, and we pray for ourselves, so that she will come back and be restored to her former glory and no longer be tainted. Helm Eminem.
What the fuck?
How
Aluminum?
Still fails.
Don't say that.
Different body. Woo.
In the coming days, with the destruction of the phylactery, the spread of the saprophilic plague comes to a complete halt, a silver lining in an otherwise very grim outcome. Hours of prayer turn to days, turn to weeks. The body of Thunderwing remains in your possession throughout your stay in Candlekeep, throughout your later adventures in the coming weeks. Sort of a memento held upon to hope that she may return, and yet the body remains still and cold as the land recovers, as animal and man grow back in health. Until one day, at a stroke of midnight, by the miracle of star and moonlight, she stirs again, awake, fluttering up to greet you all, happy that you fulfilled your promise, happy that you've saved the land and rid it from the plague. She remains your faithful companion, adventuring along with you for days to come. The body of Xanthoria is never found. Her lair, once returned to, becomes nothing more than an overgrown cavern of living plant life. Her whatever experiments are found in her lair, whatever corpses and whatnot are eventually recovered by various adventuring parties alongside with you. Various artifacts of magic, various druidic knowledge of lore, books of research are returned to Candlekeep for safekeeping for all time in the underground dungeons where many other artifacts are stored. And yet, Xanthoria's name will be forever remembered on the lips of those who survived her plague. As we, essentially, end this adventure on this grey note. Thank you so much for joining me,
Woo.
Xanthoria.
Thank you for hosting.
Nice talk.
Plagues are fun.
Oh, it's
Yes.
something.
Really, really, really liked all your roleplay, especially Hunters, during that last bit, and I've been messaging Trent the last few minutes because I made a face too. Because as I was reading the whole like scene of like her like dying in somebody's palm, literally the last sentence of that paragraph is like, Thunderwick can be brought back to life by no means.
Oh,
Yeah. By no means. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, Thunderwind can't be brought back to life by any means, and I was like, but I'm the DM and I don't care. Like,
you can't on a sub 16 D100 roll.
911 Bahamut. Can you fucking bring this person back to life?
I was literally like, only because of divine intervention and all these creative ways, I think you should reward your players. But if I was playing with like just Trent, people like Trent, I would be like, no, fuck you, bad ending, feel sad.
I literally said, I was just like, in my opinion, I would have loved it if it didn't work.
Yeah.
But that's me by myself. I want the other
as
ones. I
You're
want
the
you
one
guys to
who
be
cut
happy.
off your hand and ripped an eyeball out to become a tree god.
I really think
Yeah.
that if you want to write a campaign where it's a sad ending and we can't do anything, like death has consequence, don't run it at level 16 because that's like the levels where like fuck you DM. There doesn't have to be consequence because we have resurrection spells.
I can literally say to a god,
Yeah.
let this happen.
I think the whole point of like level 16 campaigns is like you're heroes and you've been sent on this mission because you can return your friends to life. Because if somebody dies, you have the power. Nobody else can do this. You are the level 16 heroes in the story. That's why.
While we're in Candlekeep with probably the most level 16 people in the world.
I hate when DMs self-insert NPCs like, oh yeah, we sent you guys, but really we have a level 20 wizard who can just do all this single-handedly. No. They're elves.
We're a little bit busy. We still have alphabetizing to do, so if you could just go do that for me, I'd appreciate
Listen,
that.
Mordenkainen, while
gates
you're
of
battling
chaos.
a lich that doesn't have resurrection spells of her own that can't even zombify people, while you're fighting that lich, fucking Mordenkainen is an asshole fighting gods or some shit. So he's busy.
I gotta buy all armor now. Nothing fits.
Nothing fits.
Well, I mean, you could just get a smith to like reforge it.
There we
we'll
go.
have
Yeah,
to
just
pay for
take it
that.
a little bit in at the waist.
If Savra die, like my female character dies in my other campaign who I'm running, and she like gets resurrected as a guy, I'm literally gonna be like, "What is this?" as a guy, like, "What?"
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, we should have rolled that for
D&D.
Yeah, let's roll
after
right now,
the
or
D
you
after the
barrel girl.
D100.
D&D
Roll
where
a
you
D2.
can play
How
as
about
a
this?
cis
You're just
male
flat, so you
uncomfortable
don't
with your
know.
body. Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't
Imagine,
know anymore.
You
Resurrected
go to the
as
washroom and check.
as a
I've been checked the whole time.
You never checked. You could just be
you have
flat.
to get used to the new balance of having boobs.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Flat.
Mm.
Oh well,
Yeah, you could just
elves
not
don't
have.
have
Still a
boobs.
guy.
Okay, there you go.
Still a guy.
Elves don't have gender; they're just always.
They're just twigs. Just twigs in it.
Yo, I can't stress enough how freaking cool Xanthoria is. Like, look at that shit.
I loved it.
Like, I love.
That's a great design.
I love her art. It's just so good.
It really is good. It really
Really
reminds me of the abyssal fungi queen.
Essentially.
Very cordyceps, but
She looks
also
a
like
better version of the fungal queen.
almost
that
kind of
we can see.
mothish too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really, really like that design. It's so dope. Also, no, she doesn't die under the limbo because she's a lich. She doesn't need to breathe or anything. I don't know if it's space. I'm pretty sure no. I'm pretty
Well,
sure
what
it's
does
just
limbo do?
limbo. Like it's a realm of like no gravity. First of all, if you throw an object, it will keep going forever. Everything is random. It's pure chaos. But people live there, and there's like societies and stuff. So I was like, if they spend literally like I ruled it like 8 days doing jack shit, and if like she still survives, she's gonna continue researching Limbo, and she's gonna live there, and she's gonna find a way to like Limbo the phylactery to her. But thankfully,
Yes. We got our indecisive asses moving.
Right.
Yes.
Also, she can just kill herself and reform right next to the fairy. Because the Lich can just be like, I see ya!
Hey, this is really inconvenient for me.
Right?
Bye!
I don't want to float in space, for all eternity.
I don't want to float space.
She comes back in this triumphant parade, and she's in the middle of fucking
no, she can't kill
Candlekeep.
herself.
Like,
She's a Lich. She literally is like, I can't die! No!
she's got like 18 like disintegrate spells like focused on her as she comes back to Candlekeep.
So here's the thing: level 16 adventure, she doesn't have disintegrate or like power word kill or anything. Like literally,
I was wondering, you were pointing at me and then didn't disintegrate.
It's a fair Lich. You know that. There's a lot to her, but I didn't want to like overpower. I think the fight was good. It was good challenge rating because she also has like layer actions aside from like teleporting around. She also can like raise more minions. But I was like, it just makes combat.
I always hated that. Like even like, especially in video games when you're fighting a boss, it's like minion. I'm like, stop.
Ads are only good at the start or at the very end when you're
I think the things that are in the dungeon are already cool. I don't need like another shambling mound.
That's a lot. Like imagine if you went through into that room with the other thing. That's a lot. Like you're gonna have to take a long rest after that.
If there were more players, I would use the other layer action, like the rotten roots that she can spawn. Like
tether people. I can only imagine. What's the maximum like typical large group? Like 6 players.
8.
Like 8.
8 is like
Can you imagine having 4 clerics?
It's not recommended in this adventure, but if I had a maximum amount of that is recommended to 6 players, I would have simply been like, okay, so layer action root, and then legendary action this, and then like after your turn, more legendary actions, and like now there's this poison spore there. Yeah, effects and spells I do, but like she spawns 7 shambling mounds. It's like that's not fun. It's just more ads. It's like
let me try to hit the shambling mound with a 14.
I learned to pay attention to action economy because if I had not skipped that one turn with the 3 attacks that I had missed, I wouldn't have died.
Yeah,
or at least I wouldn't have died then. But yeah, that had a. At first, I was like, "This is a lot easier than expected," and then it started taking a bad turn.
Yeah,
a bad turn.
I'm just reading all the monsters I can get used.
Wallow.
Also, Death Tyrant. Oof. Next time, I'll rerun this with another group, and I'll have a test.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm curious to what was at the end of that Death Tyrant layer, and what was in the pool area.
In terms of experience, you do gain it, but like,
it's a one shot.
It's a one shot, doesn't matter, kind of thing. Literally, we'll be rerunning this in retrospect later with like the same characters or whatever. But this was fun, guys.
Definitely a good time.
Yeah, I have so many more adventures, but I'll see if I'll be running them. I love it how we didn't use any from magic items.
I used my haste.
I used my rock and my mace. I guess my swimmy fish armor was useless, but it's heavy armor, so I can't complain.
Most of the ones I took were useless.
I mean, it's not useless. You could have spent like your long rest just floating on top of that pool of water, just chilling.
I mean, yeah, I could.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you run some more Candlekeep stuff. That was really awesome.
Yeah. A lot of fun, Tom.
I would love to see Tom's mine in like a more like long-winded, open-ended campaign. He's like, oh, what do I hit him with this month?
If I had, I used to homebrew campaigns, but for sure I'm going to university starting September, so I know for a fact I won't have.
I know.
Just if I homebrew stuff, I like putting so much time and love into it that I just know I won't have.
Oh, I am aware.
So
I mean, it already shows with what you add to a prefabbed campaign, so I can imagine what you'd be like if you just kind of went ham.
I'm gonna say this:
homebrew.
It doesn't have to be all me. If any of you guys ever want to DM anything, even if it's just a one shot, I'll be more than fucking glad to join as a player.
Oh yeah, sure. We still need to do Trent DM's fucked up Curse of Strahd.
That's been there a while.
Trent DM's Curse of Strahd from memory, starting at
level 12.
That
one's
from memory.
Because we already played it, so we're just gonna run it from like without the module, just like.
And it's like cool. My first time DMing for fun.
And like level 12, not like starting level 1. Just like immediately enter and like it's a one shot to go. Finish Curse of Strahd in one day.
We know where the vampire is. Go.
There is literally a one shot like that. It's starting level 8 called Strahd Must Die Tonight. I looked. Yeah, it's literally like level 8. You have to kill Strahd like in one shot. Go.
I thought you were going to say Strahd must die, and I was like, now they're just ripping off Devil May Cry.
Strahd must dine tonight.
How to play Ravenloft
Oh
in
my
a single night.
Yeah. I mean, you could. I mean, like Castle Ravenloft is just a dungeon. You could just put players in it and be like, "There's a vampire lord, go kill him."
You awaken Castle Ravenloft.
Go find the 3 artifacts in Castle Ravenloft and kill the vampire. That can be a one shot. Sort of. Castle Ravenloft is huge, but
dies to one of his super swole vampire brides.
yeah. But anyway, that's spoilers for anybody who didn't play Curse of Strahd, so I must stop now. Also, we had a spell, Ring of Spell Turning in the party, and
Who had that though?
Hermmervdu. It's literally like if while wearing this ring, you have advantage on saving throws against targets. The spells only target you rather. And in addition, if you roll 20 on the save, and the spell is like 7th level or lower, you literally just reflect it back.
Ah, that's cool.
That is
Imagine
cool.
Lich is like disintegrate. You're like hello,
Disintegrate
button.
is a level 8 spell, I think.
Wait, how did the Lich not have access to level 8 spells? But we did.
She's a new Lich. She's like a fresh one.
Oh,
She just only recently turned stuff into a Lich and stuff.
a baby Lich.
Like this plague has been running. I think I established it was been running for like the last year or something like that. Or, like it just started and it's been really fast. So like all this progress has been like over like sucked Moy Madness spread like over the course of like months.
Can you put reincarnate into a scroll?
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm down to run this Strahd Must Die Tonight thing. It's fun.
Are you looking into it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's straight 4 hours. You have 4 hours to do the game.
Yeah.
At the end of 4 hours, you fight Strahd.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I literally
And
looked
being
into it.
level 8,
Yeah.
that's a pretty tough fight.
Yep. Yeah, it's not. It's not because Strahd, according to the module, is a wimp. I customized Strahd, and even that wasn't enough.
And that was
this
a
probably
win.
has a different one.
Although the whole party basically.
Unless this
died.
has every 60 minutes an event happens.
Right.
And
So
I'm
the
so
whole
down.
point of Curse of Strahd is that like the threat is not from Strahd being powerful; it's from your players being weak.
Yeah.
You start at low levels and you remain in low levels for a really long time, facing off really scary monsters. That's the thing. As soon as you gain the artifact, it's like you're the heroes. Go kill him. You're destined to in the cards.
Oh, yes, and it has no random mobs, too.
No random mobs.
No random mobs. There's literally, like, there's no way they can get through all of Castle Ravenloft in 4 hours without either splitting up and facing off the... Like, there's, like, still the... Whatchamname-it, rug. There's still, like, the living armors. But it's not like you don't add anything else to slow down. It's just those normal things.
That's good.
Nice. Well, that was really fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go make
thanks, Tom.
supper.
I'm gonna
I
go
think.
eat now for the first time today.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, sure, I should make that.
Bye, guys.
I woke
Bye.
up at like 12. Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, you. Bye.
All right.
But Tom, I know what I would have done to do the sad end thing.
Hmm?
He would have done the pray, and she would have like killed herself thing, and then just have like one of the people that are with us get possessed by like Helm or something, whatever god he prayed to, and just be like, sometimes like some things can't be done, but like I'll take her with me or some shit,
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah.
some sort of like I would have if I could have, but this is somehow beyond even me or some shit. But like
The reason why I
I
didn't
know,
want to
it's still God.
overcomplicate this because it specifically was not asked by Hunter. We had to look up Resurrection because Hunter was not being specific about the spell, and I was like, well, I think I know the gist of what you're trying to do, so I'll give you it because it's a one shot and whatever. But if he literally specified like, do your best, Helm, to whatever, and Helm would be like, this is the best I can do. Like,
Yeah.
I will
That's
take her.
why I
I will
liked it.
take her to my sister's over in the whatever Feywild's heaven. And
yeah, that's she can have an afterlife or something.
know that she will have an afterlife. Her soul is not trapped or anything.
Yeah, something nice like that. That's what I would have done. Then it's still a sad like
But the module was super
But it's
dark.
still-
It's like her soul is gone.
I
She's
like
no
it.
longer herself. She's a hollow thing.
I love it.
Because a lich is a lich. A lich is just fucking evil.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
No, like
They
they're
take the soul and eat it.
right. She's
to
like
keep
Zoxmoys.
themselves.
Same with the fairy dragon whose corpse we found in cages. Like that's Zoxmoys.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it. It's very. I went into this with like this campaign can end really sad. As long as the players are like ready for that, then I'm ready to run it.
Yeah. I am down if we want to find a day to do this 4-hour campaign.
How many players do you need for it?
Um, 4 to 5.
So who are we playing with? Lorian?
We can ask Lorian if he wants to.
Maybe like after Humblewood. We're pretty much almost done Humblewood. I think
Yeah.
end of September, end of October for sure. But end of September we might be done, depending on the kind of pace that you guys take. But at this point, I don't want to rush it, but I want to finish it.
Yeah.
Just to be like, yeah, it's not an adventure under our belts, and it's not one of those adventures where I want to keep adding to. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it running after level 5, because
Yeah, I think it's fine once it ends. Yeah.
And also, the whole point to Humblewood was to have my sister like enjoy it, and I feel like unless we're at a table and laughing, online D&D.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to be. She doesn't like the.
The whole point was to do it for
Roll20.
her, and I don't want to continue to pass level 5 if she's literally gonna like not say anything during sessions or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
All right, you go eat your food, and I'll look more into this Strahd thing because it looks like it's a lot of fun for one day.
sure, I'm gonna cut recording here then.
Yeah, that's a long recording.
Nah.